Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It is an afternoon game, the last friendly before starting 2023 versus Cremonese in the 4th of January. Today is the last time that you will be able to watch Juventus in 2022. A difficult 2022, we all know it. We started with the goal of Federico Chiesa, and Federico Chiesa is the big surprise of today's game. Not because he will be on the team, in the starting lineup. No, the surprise is that he's not even called up. He will continue his training individually in La Continasa to put some training in his legs, some minute in his legs to be ready versus Cremonese, or at least to be on the bench versus Cremonese. Bench on the Cremonese, bench probably versus Udinese to try and hopefully can be there for the first minute versus Napoli, and hopefully that will be the really first one for a long time, for having Federico Chiesa from the first minute. Unfortunately, it will not be today. Today he's not there, he's there a few kilometers from the stadium training alone, and that's why Federico Chiesa has not been called up. I didn't know about it. I had put Federico Chiesa on the thumbnail and I changed it. Let me say hello to all the people in the chat before starting deep diving in the lineups of today. Attenzione, because you are telling me, Beppe, it is a friendly. Who cares? We don't care. No, because today is the last real test to prepare the return in Serie A. Without Vlahovic, the other bad news of today, without Paul Pogba, we already knew, and also probably a problem on the right side of the field because Juan Cuadrado is not there. And you will tell me, Beppe, what are you speaking about? Pogba is not there, Chiesa is not there, Vlahovic is not there, and you're pointing as Cuadrado as a problem. Yes, I tell you, if in the other roles we can probably do without the other ones for the game versus Cremonese, on the right side of the field we have a real problem. So today we will watch a team that will start with Ake on the right side. We know he missed the first part of the season because of an injury that he had during the summer in LA, Las Vegas and Dallas. Attenzione, they will have to fight for a starting spot versus Cremonese. Let me say hello to all the people in the chat. We start with Elio Halili that is saying ciao Beppe. Ciao to Chris that is saying Beppe, the game will be able to watch on Juventus TV? Yes, you will be able to watch it there. Ciao Sani, ciao Styler Z that is saying Beppe, I can't wait to see Federico Chiesa playing. Well, a few minutes later Styler Z said Beppe, he's not playing. Indeed, you already know. Ciao to Dave, buongiorno zio Beppe. Ciao to George who is saying J medical out. Well, I know that George is a real passionate fan, one that really loves Juve with the deepest of his heart, and he's going crazy when he heard that Chiesa was not there. J medical out. No, I believe sincerely that we can't take any risk with our number 7. We know it. We all want it. We wanted a beautiful Christmas gift and seeing Federico Chiesa again here playing with the boys today. Calma ragazzi. Calma ragazzi, better waiting one more game and not seeing him playing versus Standard Liège than having him again with a muscular injury, which would be totally crazy. Today we play with our third shirt, we know it. It's there, you can see it in the sock of Christmas. I have the home, the away, and then the third shirt. Third shirt is the one that we will play with. Ciao to Peniel. It will be a really great game. It will. Ciao to Risencross. Ciao to Marian Menegazzo. Ciao Beppe. There is no better way to start the day and to say goodbye to the year than with a Juve match. I totally agree. We are the 30th of January. Tomorrow is the last day of 2022. Risencross, I will go. Play Mercato is crazy in hopes that we get a good January. Play it. You can find it also on my channel, of course, but also on the channel, another version on Ricco. That is really great. Ciao to Daniel Perone. Buongiorno, amico mio. Ciao, Mario. Up. Disaster for my Nueve. I'm pissed off. Your Nueve, Dusan Vlahovic. We know it. The news of the day is that Dusan Vlahovic will miss Cremonese. We already knew, but he will also miss Udinese. And today, Gazzetta dello Sport, they went out with he will also miss the Napoli game. I told you, big problems there. But we have Milik and we have Kean, and they will have to show that they can do, they can be the starters of Juventus today. I see Weston McKennie that cut his hair. I see him with a total new haircut, a lot much shorter, without the American flag anymore. So Weston McKennie went to the hairdresser. Great news for people that loves fashion and they love to see about the gossip. I see also Kean that just missed a tap-in warm-up. Attenzione, Moise. Attenzione. I will already ask you immediately if it's possible that you are putting a bit your glasses on. Dai, Moise. Do better. The shot of Danilo. Danilo will be there. Can we go to the initial lineups? Yes, we can. But first, let me continue to say hello to the Rocky, to Super Muscarac, to Mikey. Ciao, grande Mikey. Bogdan is there as well. Vlahovic has still the growing pain, the bupalgia. We know it. And now we start even to know the medical words in Italian. Ciao to Rise and Cross again. Ciao to Ron Rusitano. A lot of people in the chat today. We are already with 113 people. Which is beautiful, you're all jobless people. Looks like you have no job, you have no school, and that's fine, that's also fine. Ciao Beppe, you told 30th of January. We are in December. Thank you for paying attention to what I'm saying. Punsara, ciao Joele, addio a Pele. Well, guys, this is important. I wanted to do it actually while we were waiting for that minute of silence that will be announced of Juventus in a few minutes. So before the game, there will be 1 minute of silence. Why? Because a king, a legend, an icon, the one that actually changed the signification of the number 10 yesterday at age 82, passed away, unfortunately. We knew it, that he was fighting against sickness since some years now. It's not a surprise, it's not new, but what a 2022. What a crazy 2022. After Mihailovic, after a journalist, because let's not forget it, a journalist passing away in Qatar. Now it is Pele. We had a really strange 2022. God bless him. Rest in peace to Pele. We will talk about him, of course, during the minute of silence, or we will respect the minute of silence for the first time that we will respect it here on the channel without speaking. And then during the game, of course, during the watch along, we will speak about it. Hey, guys, it is like that. Jobless people, a lot of jobless people. Why are you not at work? Why are you not at work? While there is a poll with 95% of the people that are saying Beppe, Juventus will win, I will close the poll because looks like it is quite clear what you are voting for. Looks like the stadium will not be full, not because the people had no interest of going to the stadium, but because there is another reason. Not all the spots has been put on the market to be sold. So if I'm not wrong, what I was reading today, this morning, 8,000 people had the possibility to buy the ticket. So a lot of parts will be empty. Again, don't start a controversy where there is no controversy. It's not because the people didn't want to go to the stadium. It's just that because these tickets were not put on the market. Why? Probably also because, if you put all the sectors open, you have to hire and to ask all the security to be there, open other gates, and so on and so on. In terms of organization, it's a big investment during holidays, during the 30th of January. Probably for a friendly, it was not the case doing it. So that's why at least we put away a controversy. Who will start for Juventus? We have it here. Szczesny in the goal, and looks like it's 90%, if not 100%, the starting lineup versus Cremonese. If a lot of people were thinking that Gatti and probably also Rugani would be there on the field today, well, looks like not, because we have the starting defense, the three Brazilian ones that Bremer anticipated the training sessions before Danilo and Alexandro, but they are there. They will play that friendly, probably 45 minutes for the Brazilian trio there. Huijsen is on the bench, the 17 years old guy. It's the only player from under 19. Ciao to Miklos. Ciao to Miklos. Grande Miklos. The only player from under 19 that is aggregated with the team. All the other youngsters that you will see, like Barrenechea, Barbieri, Compagnon, Sersanti, they are all from the next gen team. So today only one under 19, and it's Dean Huijsen that impressed a lot of us versus Reika. So, Szczesny to the goal, Brazilian starting lineup with Danilo, Bremer and Alexandro. In the middle of the field we have Locatelli, McKennie, and this time, surprise, surprise, we have Miretti that started as a bench player versus Reika to enter 45 minutes in the second half. This time they invert their role with the player that impressed all of us in the last part of the season before international break, Fagioli, that will start on the bench. Is it because we don't trust Fagioli? Absolutely not. I believe it's really psychologically a really great strategic move from Allegri because he wants to gain back his number 20, the number 20 that did so well in the beginning of the season and the end of last season, or Fabio Miretti starting again in his natural position. I'm really happy about that. For Cremonese, I believe that Fagioli will start. And then we have Kostic and the big surprise, Ake. We saw Soulé receiving his chance versus Reika. Ealing Jr. is the one that plays on the left. He's coming back from injury, so tranquilli. Barbieri played the first game versus Arsenal. So Barbieri, Arsenal. Soulé versus Reika. Today we have Ake. If we are looking a bit further than just the one that are on the name, but the 3 frenzies in total, we know one thing. Massimiliano Allegri is still testing because Quadrado will be out versus Cremonese. Barbieri, that is a player that is a right back naturally and also impressed us playing up and down on that right side. Soulé, that is an offensive player of a 4-3-3 that sacrificed himself a lot, and I believe he was one of the men of the match versus Reika. Well, today we have the chance for Marley Ake. The last time that he played in that 3-5-2 on the right side in the starting of the game in Serie A, well, he didn't do that well in that position. Let's see what he will be able to do versus a team, Standard de Liège, that a few days ago already played professional football, league football in Jupiler League. They already played a lot of friendlies, so they are more advanced than Juventus. We have to pay attention to that Belgian team that will be dressed in red today. Mamma mia, we didn't finish because there are, again, Milik and Kean up front in that starting lineup. What are you thinking about that starting lineup? Are you happy or not? I saw some people controversial with this is a bench team. Well, I don't know if it's a bench team because we are looking now this time that we have Szczesny, Danilo, Bremer, Alexandro, Locatelli. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are undubious starters. Miretti, McKennie, you can doubt about them if they are really starters or not. Kostic is a starter. Milik is a starter in the end. So we have 7 at 10 possible starters here of Juventus. This is your Juventus. Of course, we are missing Pogba, Chiesa, but can we count Pogba and Chiesa as starters of that 22-23 team? Not yet, because none of them played a starting game so far in the season. Then, of course, you are missing Vlahovic, but more than that, Vlahovic and Quadrado. More than that, not so much. I see Dean Huijsen with the team Juventus is entering again the changing room. They will take away that beautiful sweater of Juventus that I still didn't see on sale. I see also Ealing Jr. Speaking about the bench, who will be on the bench? We see it. Pinsoglio, Perin, the 2 goalkeepers. Then we have Gatti, Rugani, Barbieri, Huijsen, Fagioli, Barrenechea, Sersanti, Campagno, Soulé, and Ealing Jr. I told you in regards to the young players that survived a bit the rotation or the comeback from the starting players. You have Barbieri, Huijsen, Barrenechea, Sersanti, and Campagno. 4 of them from the next gen, 1 Dean Huijsen from under 23. Under 19, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I will never make mistakes again in my life. Danis Beppe, are you watching on Juve TV? No, I'm watching on another channel, guys, in Belgium. The best we could enter, in my opinion, that's the opinion of Styler Z. My YouTube is down. I'm really sorry, Sammy. Luckily, you are here on the channel together with us. Let's put again here. If you want the lineups of Standard, we will come back on the lineups of Standard. I like that Ake is starting. He needs to prove himself a little more, and that is a good game to do that. Ciao Benji, why is Juventus TV getting our error? I don't know, guys. Unholy Fun, McKennie should watch games from the bench until we sell him. I don't know. I believe it's the best window if he wants to be sold, if he really wants to leave, if really Juventus decided to sell Weston McKennie, which There are only rumors. We know nothing official from Juventus side. Well, it's the best way to put him in window, that he can do a great game. What about De Sciglio? De Sciglio is not playing. He's not even on the bench, guys. So we have a real problem. We have a real problem on the right side, and today that will be a big test. For me, I repeat you guys, today is a big test. Not a simple friendly, because it's the last one before the game versus, what's the name? Versus Cremonese. Attenzione, because I need to do something that I forgot. Putting the chrono, or at least preparing the chrono. Where is, oh, disaster. Wait, I need snaz. Let me try something. I have a problem with that app ultimately, which was not the case in the past. So okay, here it is. I'm sorry, guys. So at least we have the chrono ready for the game. The players are in the tunnels at the moment. We are just waiting for them. Let me continue to read a few of your messages, like Stylerzy that spoke about Weston McKennie. Then we have Juve TV is not working. Yeah, you have to wait. Milik has been a lot better than Vlahovic this year. Different role, different expectations, different role. Of course, if you are watching at the productivity, that means what they give on the field. Well, Milik did really well, of course, and Vlahovic was injured, guys. That growing pain since last season is a real disaster. It's a real disaster for Juventus, we know it. I think this is the last chance for Ake to prove, I don't know, Mark. I don't know, you know why? Because it's a player that started to do really well. You know, there was that Ake vibes last season. There was that Ake vibe last season where everyone wanted him to be a starter. And then he had that injury, Marley Ake, unfortunately. So that's a problem. I don't believe it's a last chance for him. But yes, of course, it's one of the players that could potentially be loaned out. I believe that Allegri is still with Cherubini and Storari thinking about which player could potentially go on loan. A lot of them have some offers to be loaned out by even Serie A teams, which is absolutely great. Well, can it be Soulé? Soulé looks like he wants to stay, even if there is a lot of competition, even if it's a 3-5-2, he wants to take the risk to stay in the first team at Juventus to prove himself and saying, I can do what you're asking me to do. I deserve to be in that first team, which is honorable because you are not a starter. So instead of going out to, I don't know, maybe Cremonese, Sampdoria, Spezia, or another lower table team of Serie A, saying I want to stay here, which is absolutely really great. Last season, Allegri used Ake more than Soulé, yes, but with the difference that Ake is already older. Ake is already much older than Soulé, and Ake is a player that could play in the role that was asked by Allegri. From the moment that we played the 3-5-2, also Ake had some problems there. So let's see. Is Pogba still injured? Yes, he is still injured. Mario, what happened to Riccio, Beppe? No, nothing, guys. We can't. Look, it's quite easy. We have again Danilo, Bremer, Alexandro that are back. 3 players. The starters from Juventus in that 3-man lineups. Then you have Gatti and Rugani on the bench. Rugani was a player that had some flu last time, and that's why he was not there. So you have already 5 starters that are back. The only one, we need one name, and it is Huijsen. Why? Why, guys? I will tell you why. Because with under 23, the last 3 games, also because we took a lot of their players, well, we lost 3 games with under 23. Riccio is from under 23. And maybe he needs to focus also about under 23. Riccio did really, really well. Really, really well. But guys, we need to test also that first team. starters. There is nothing that happened with Riccio. No, nothing. Also because, yes, they have also some holidays, so makes totally sense. I don't see it. Don't forget, guys, these players, they are not starters of first team. So they receive some chances, they show themselves, but I don't see any real big problem there. I'm trying to watch if, yes, they are still moving, if my stream is still working. What do you predict for Juventus for the winter transfer market, in and outs? Well, hey, BTS, that's a really great question. Even if hot and excited and really fun about McAllister, I see it quite difficult to have McAllister in because it depends on a lot of things. First of all, Weston McKennie needs to go away. That's one, because otherwise it's impossible. Then you have to find an agreement with Brighton, and Brighton is a team that cost a lot of money. Do you remember Cucurella, or what was the name, that went to Chelsea for so many money? They tried to negotiate, impossible, and they overspent so much for that player. So it's not an easy club to deal with, so it makes it totally really difficult. Also because there are already a lot of clubs interested in the revelation of the World Cup. We are speaking about McAllister, Alexis. So I don't know there. Then maybe on the right side today, Fresneda will play, and he will be observed. Today, Fresneda from Valladolid versus Real Madrid. There will be some scouts of Juventus that will observe him really real live. We need a player on the right side, especially because De Sciglio, the last time that we saw him, I don't remember when it was. Honestly, I don't remember when it was the last time that we saw him. We are speaking about De Sciglio, but also Cuadrado, that a lot of tifosi were not happy with how he was performing on the field, and totally justified because Cuadrado was playing game in, game out. He's about to be 36 in a moment. So, attenzione. Guys, I'm not the I'm really sorry, but I am not the help desk of Juventus, so I can't help you if it's working or not, guys. They promised that they would stream the game on Juventus TV. That's the only thing that I can tell you. And let's wait for the match to start. Juventus TV, yeah, I'm not working for the help desk. I would love to, but I am not. Let me check if I can put a bit of sound. Yeah, there is the sound. The sound is working, at least. If there will be no commentary, I will be able to tell you. Ciao Edza! Ciao Edza! That is giving all the people a beautiful tip to work with. Edza, that has also a nice YouTube channel and a big Juventino. Risencross, wait 6 minutes and try again. Zlatko, Beppe, say 3, 2, 1. Ow, when the game start. Ow. Hey, you think I'm a dog? I'm not a dog. You have to go to speed if you want a barking dog. Anyway, I will do it. I will do it. For you, I will do it. Amichevole, Juventus versus Standard de Liège. Is your number one wish list for... What is my number one wish list for someone on the right? Someone on the right. And if you are asking me who... I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know who is available on the market, but someone on the right. Someone on the right that we believe in and that can play there with continuity. I would even, if possible, go for the starter of the future. The starter of the future, because not only we have to find a vice Cuadrado, but Cuadrado will not be extended at the end of the year. So we need to find someone that can already start practicing this year to be the real starter. Bonucci is in the stadium. We see Leonardo Bonucci that is unfortunately injured, but he's in the stadium. I see Fagioli putting his jacket on because it's cold in Torino. We have again the starting lineup with Szczesny into the goal, Danilo, Bremer, Alexandro. We have Locatelli, McKennie, Miretti, Kostic, Ake in the middle of the field. Weston, Milik, Arkadiusz Milik and Moise Kean. If we are looking at the lineups of Standard de Liège, they have their starter goalkeeper, that is Arnaud Baudard. Then you have Laïfis, Bocadi and Dussen, 3-man midfields, 3-4-3 for Standard de Liège. Donum, Alzate, Balikwisha, and Melegoni Filippo. I believe that there is some Italian blood in Filippo Melegoni. And then you have Zinkernagel, Perica, and Osher Davida for the Belgium team, Les Rouges, how they call them. Today they are playing with a white shirt, red short, and white socks. Juventus, I told you, playing with the third shirt. And by the way, it's the moment for me to change my shirt because you know it, that's my tradition. When Juventus is playing, I put on the Juventus gear, so I will do exactly the same. Here we go. Guys, allow myself to go with something really important. And I mean, it's this one. And it's this one. Pele that passed away. So I believe there will be a minute of silence. No, there will be, but I don't know if it already happened or not. Let me check. I will not be able to put the commentary on. Who knows? Not yet. Not yet. The minute of silence, I don't know if they already did it. Danilo, captain of today. That's an important one. Danilo, captain of today. We will come back on Pele when they are doing, actually, the minute of silence. Danilo, captain of Juventus today. With vice-captain, probably, Locatelli. Ciao, Martin. Zinkernagel. Beautiful name, huh? Guys, now it's the moment, and I want to respect it as well. The legend, the icon, the one that made from a sport, an entertainment, the big sport that football is today. Thank you to Pele. Pele, one of the biggest, if not the biggest. I had not the opportunity to watch him live. I'm a bit too young. Well, Pele passed away yesterday at age 82 after fighting versus a sickness. Thank you for everything, Pele. And now we go to the game with waiting for the chrono to start. Women referee. Always nice to see that people that are doing great job are awarded. And we start. We start with Juventus versus Standard de Liège. Have a lot of fun together, my friends. With Juventus is playing with a third shirt. We see the lineups again. You can find them here. Juventus already lost ball possession. And we go. And we go. Juventus committing, I believe, the first foul with Marley Ake. Marley Ake, first team player that is back from injury. Arondonum with a first opportunity and Szczesny calm, ball in the hand, in his hands. Andiamo ragazzi, andiamo Juve, andiamo Juve. And we go immediately with Milik and Kean. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. After 40 seconds of the game, already a beautiful, beautiful pass, a long pass over the defense of Standard de Liège with Milik and Kean that was ready to sprint, but unfortunately offside for our player, Milik and Kean, the one that was able to score a goal versus Rijeka, actually giving the win to Juventus, the last friendly that we played. Juventus, I repeat, in the friendlies we already played two times versus, one time versus Attenzione, because Milik from the distance with a shot, and immediately caught by Bodar. Arnaud Bodar with a distance, from the distance, something new that we see from Arkadiusz Milik this season, or at least in the friendlies, taking his opportunity from the distance with his number 14. Big pressing also by Weston McKennie, and he's able to recuperate the ball. Alzate, that is opening on the right side of the field for Filippo Melegoni. Filippo Melegoni against Kostic. Step overs from Standard de Liège. I told you, a team that is already starting their Jupiler League. They already started. They did 0-0 a few days ago. So they are normally in better physical condition than Juventus, with some players that are playing their first game after the World Cup. We are speaking about Danilo, Bremer, and Alex Sandro, for example. Beautiful tackle here from Weston McKennie. I told you, for the people that were there in the beginning of the stream, with a new haircut, taking away the USA flag. And we see Federico Chiesa. Federico Chiesa just joining. He will not play. I prepared here his PNG, or the picture of Federico Chiesa that just entered the stadium with his jacket without sport gear. He's there. He will assist to the game. Grande Federico, that is present to support the team, even if he's not able to participate in the game today. Long ball possession for Standard de Liège, with some pressing from Juventus. Die Juve, die is the message from Marien. What a beautiful player, Donum, with the number 11. Apparently there is no foul. Donum was a bit skeptic about the decision of the referee. Danilo. Szczesny pressed, but immediately playing on Alexandro. Alexandro between two players is giving it back to the Polish player with the number 1 from our goalkeeper, that today is totally dressed in green. Lime or green. Flashy green. Milik, that is obliged to go back, to give it back to Szczesny with a long ball this time, trying to find Milik and Kean. Milik and Kean able to score 1 goal, and then you had 2 own goals versus Arsenal. Juventus able to keep clean sheet in the 2 friendlies that we played already. We are looking for a 3rd clean sheet in this mini tournée of friendlies. 1 in London, 2 in our Allianz Stadium, the first time with some supporters in our stadium. Miretti, and we have Milik and Kean with a shot deflected over the goal. Miretti immediately present. There is no offside, apparently. Kostic in 1 touch. Miretti, and then Milik and Kean that is missing the target. Merveille Bocadi, that was the defender on Milik and Kean, has not been deflected, so it's a goal kick for Arnaud Bodar. Bodar, if I'm not wrong, the son of a big goalkeeper of Belgium in the past, and also from Standard. Bodar, I don't know if some people, they were alive yet when Bodar was playing in the goal. I watched him a lot. It was one of the goalkeepers that I loved a lot. It's time, because Swarnim is just subscribing to the channel. Grande. In the back, for the goalkeeper, Szczesny. Another one that is subscribing, Sarab Singh. Welcome to all the jobless people that today are on the channel watching the live. We have here Milik and Kean, beautiful control, opening on the left side for Kostic. Kostic in 1 time, immediately for Kostic that is running into the box, controlling that ball. There is nobody, so he's obliged to go back. Miretti already a lot more at ease on that position, that is his position, instead of that fake number 10 offensively. Danilo. Long ball on the left for Kostic. Kostic for Miretti. There is an offside. From our boy, the number 20, Fabio Miretti. Miretti that is playing a bit more on the left side in that 3-5-2. Kostic, and next to him, Miretti. Max Allegri, standing, watching, thinking who can be the starter on the right side of the field without Quadrado, with De Sciglio still not here. Danilo with a header in the middle of the field. Miretti with another header. Aerial duels at the moment. Miretti, fantastic. There is no foul. He's trying to open on the left. And that's what he's doing to Kostic. Milik and Kean are in the box. Deflected, but it's a shot. Maybe with Miretti with his first shot. Oh, he's looking for that first. He's looking for his first goal in Serie A. Or at least with Juventus in the first team. First corner kick of the game. First corner kick of the game. My wife stole my pen, so I'm not able to put a corner kick on paper. Anyway. Corner kick with Miretti for Alexandro with a cross into the box. Attenzione to Bremer. It's over the goal. Over the goal. Miretti is in form. Miretti is in form. Good Miretti at the moment. Really well. You see that looks like in the last 3 games that I saw, or this one including in the friendlies, apparently Juventus needs to play faster and also put a bit more pressing. Milik that is on the left, changing with Kostic, giving it to Kostic. Kostic with immediately in the back. Milik, Kean. They didn't control that ball really well. So it's Standard Liège. He's going counter attack, but immediately blocked by Danilo. Marley Ake for Danilo again. That is approaching that box. Danilo, Ake, Marley, immediately one touch with a cross for Milik with a goal of Milik immediately. But it has been called out. Cancelled. Cancelled. Small offside. What a beautiful Juventus at the moment. What a real beautiful Juventus at the moment. Grande Juve. Cancelled goal for an offside. It was offside for a few centimeters. But the idea of Danilo going up, giving it to the back. Marley with his right foot immediately without controlling into the box for Milik with a header. Or no, with a shot was quite beautiful. Danilo again here. Looks like he never went away from Torino. He's there winning his duel. Grande Danilo. Captain of today. Yeah, this is a low goal, and you see it's still 0-0, guys. Huh? Hanoud, grande Hanoud. Milik, Locatelli, opening immediately, one touch. Alexandro, Miretti on the ball. There is a throw-in for Juventus. Locatelli with the number 5. Grande Locatelli. Beautiful Locatelli. Too many players around him. He lost that ball possession, but they are still there. Impressing. Beautiful pressing, but not effective because Standard was able to go out with quite beautiful technique. Miretti is still there. The ball is still not out. There is a foul. There, no. Juventus winning that throw-in. Miretti is growing. I totally agree with the comment of Edza. I agree. I totally agree. Ciao, Alex. No, there was no goal. Goal has been disallowed. Bremer. I'm happy to see our Brazilian defensive line there. Locatelli for Alexandro. Alexandro. Kostic. One touch. Fantastic. Miretti will go immediately with a cross. No. Dribble and immediately beautiful opening for Kostic. A bit too long. It will be a goal kick for Arnaud Baudard, the goalkeeper of Standard Liège. And we are assisting at the beautiful Juventus. I told you the things that I saw and that are a bit different are high pressing. Juventus playing much faster than what we saw. Marley with a big pressing here on the right side. He will have a big challenge today. Convincing Max Allegri that he is the player that he can count on. There is a foul. Yeah, foul from Milik and Weston McKennie on Zinkernagel, with a really beautiful name, huh? Zinkernagel. For the people that understand German, of course. even if Zinkernagel is a Danish player. Ball possession for Standard. After the first initial pressing of Juventus for the first 10 minutes, now it's a bit of possession for Standard, but Weston McKennie immediately trying to win that duel, losing it, but beautiful interception for Bremer. Bremer still on the ball. Ooh! What a beautiful physical condition of our number 3. What a beautiful condition. Strong, really strong from the Brazilian wall. Kostic, intro in. So, in the first initial minutes, what can we see immediately? That the Brazilian ones are informed that Kostic, it's already his second game, he played 45 minutes versus Rijeka. He's there. That Miretti is playing well in his position, and that's why I was not really happy with people criticizing our 19 years old young Italian boy. But he's doing well today. Ciao Maric! 1-2, beautiful, with Zinkernagel. Zinkernagel with the number 11. He's putting actually the strikers of Standard in front of the goal. Kostic in the back. Beautiful support from Kostic, also defensively, not only offensive. Steven Alzate, and there from the back. Life is that tries with a shot maybe. Attenzione with a shot! Ooh! They tried with a shot from the Danish player that we already mentioned a lot of time, Philip Zinkernagel. Guys, we have only 86 likes, not enough at all. Can we increase that a bit and try to go towards the 100 likes? That would be really, really beautiful for the 275 people that are watching the channel. Bremer in the back. Bremer, fantastic ball for Locatelli that is opening now on the other side. What a beautiful vision from the number 5 of Juventus for Kostic. Miretti between two players. Zinkernagel in the back. Donum from Standard de Liège that is trying to open. Fantastic opening from the number 28, Perica. But Szczesny without any problem to Danilo. Danilo with a header in the back for Bremer. Bremer control with the right foot and then long ball. Really long ball in the middle trying to find Milik. That disappeared a bit in the last minutes. Ake, Marley. He lost that ball. There is absolutely no foul. Donum opening on the right side for Filippo Melegoni. Balikwisha. Life is. Balikwisha opening on the right side of the field. Melegoni. Filippo. Italian player, huh? Italian player, Filippo Melegoni. Life is. Greek in the middle for Alzate. Steven Alzate. And big possession now from Standard de Liège. Fantastic Melegoni. There is a foul, but the referee saying go on, goes on. We play and they open in the middle with Balikwisha. Life is into the box. Attenzione for the headers. Alexandro is pushing. Will it be the first corner kick of the game? No, it's still no corner kick for Standard Liège. So still one corner kick only for Juventus. After nearly 15 minutes. Ciao Matt. Kostic, fantastic, huh? Kostic is growing. I tell you, in the future, not now, in the future, in 2-3 years, he will be a good left back. Even if it helped a lot, that change of formation, going towards a 3-5-2, helps him a lot. He's even more used to play a 3-4-3, to be honest. But he's growing. Kostic is growing. Fantastic, beautiful player. One of the best, actually, in terms of new signings, together with Bremer. I agree with Stavros. Ciao, Peter. Balikwisha in the back. for Bocadi. And now they go with Dussen. Noé Dussen, the number 6 of Standard. 1-2. Hey, beautiful Standard. Standard is not doing that great. Ooh. Marlake. Bad communication between Marlake and the goalkeeper, Szczesny. So the first corner kick of the game for Standard Liège. Pablo Carlos Miguel Lopez Villarla. Ciao grande, ciao grande. Who is there in the box to defend? We see Kostic, we see Miretti. In big first zoom, a lot of players of Juve to defend. Fantastically defended by Bremer, even if there was a fall. Ball for Juve. Ciao Maria. Szczesny on the ball. It's time! Grande Piotr that just subscribed to the channel. Fantastic Piotr. Grande Piotr. Another one. Igor that just subscribed. That's beautiful because you are showing some trust to the channel. That's beautiful. Come on, guys. Come on. Moiskin losing his battle here on the field. Moiskin. That's a pity. That's a real pity. Because now it's still ball possession. Since 2-3 minutes now, it's ball possession for Standard Liège. Recuperated this time by Alexandro. Manuel Locatelli on the ball. Fantastic. What a vision for Milik. Milik that is going maybe in one touch. He's trying to chip his goalkeeper. No! What a beautiful pass and vision by Locatelli. But Arnaud Baudard, he understood it. And he went out to take that ball. Grande Juve Edits that is also there subscribing to the channel. We have more and more people. And that's beautiful. Hugo Almeida as well. Grande Hugo. Yeah, we are about to hit the 23,090 or 23,100. Miretti, beautiful. Oh, the pass was not really beautiful, a bit too strong. It will be a throw-in. No, Kostic, what a beautiful recuperation. Winning a throw-in from the Serbian player, number 17 from Juventus. Fantastic. A lot of applauses for the Serbian player from Juventus. A lot, because he's doing really well. The pass was not great from Miretti. Alexandro has been pushed. The referee comes back to the foul. There is a foul from Juventus. A foul from Juventus. We go with Alexandro. Milik that is unusually on the right side of the field. With his left foot going back to Danilo. Danilo on the ball. Bremer controlling with the left. Opening with the right side. No, he's still in control of the ball. Managing that ball. He's trying to find some people that are available, and that's what he's doing now with Alexandro, that will go immediately in the box with a cross for the header of one of the players between Milik and Moiskin. There was nobody. Locatelli, fantastic game also from our number 5. Marlake, step over one time. He's going internally, stepping in. Whoa, fantastic for Locatelli with a header of Moiskin. Header! And it's a goal for Moiskin, who is not celebrating. Why? Because it's another offside. And it's another offside. And it's another offside. Again, an offside. But Locatelli, what a pass. And also the header of Moiskin. The ball was not even in the goal. The ball was over the goal. Optical effect. Optical effect, guys. Offside and over the goal. Anyway, Moiskin, one of the most dangerous ones in attack. But he needs to pay attention. He needs to really pay attention. It is what it is, guys. We continue. Because Juventus is still pushing now. After 5 minutes of resting a bit and briefing a bit, they are back on the field pressing with Weston McKennie on the right side. Weston McKennie between two players. He's putting that ball for Marlake. Marlake has been tackled. The ball is out. Has been deflected by Weston McKennie. So it's a throw-in for Zinkernagel with the number 77. In Belgium, like in Germany, for example, the team are putting the names below on the shirt, so not all the players are called Circus. You will see that's the sponsor, like we have Jeep in Belgium. In Germany, they put the sponsor above. It's really strange. I don't like that. I really don't like that. It's strange because it looks like all the players are called Circus. If you have a name like Circus, guys, Allegri would not be happy. He would not be happy at all. And we are back with a Bocadi, central defender, that is opening for Noé Dussen. Filippo Melegoni, and you know, when I'm pronouncing that beautiful voice in Italian, it's not because it's a new Juve player that you never heard about, but it's an Italian player from Standard Liège. Life is with again high pressing of Juventus, and it's working because Locatelli with a roulette, beautiful roulette, is still fighting on the ground, losing possession. There is no foul. Zinkernakel, one of the most present for the Rouge, pour les Rouges. Bobo is saying Juventus game, Beppe stream, Italian espresso, what a nice afternoon. I'm happy that you are enjoying the game. And also the stream. No, BT, ciao BT. No, he would absolutely not be happy at all. Maria, can you say El Goat? El Goat! But who? Who El Goat? Well, today, guys, El Goat, we have only one name. It's Pele, that we made also on the channel, The Minute of Silence. Miretti, one touch, going back to Kostic. Bremer, a leader with that number 3. Danilo, captain. I'm happy to see also the physical condition of our Brazilian players, because you never know how they come back from a World Cup after some holiday to the sun. Going back in Torino, where a few days ago it was snowing a lot, so it's still cold there. Huh? Elia the Goat. Elia the Goat. Elia the Goat. And you see, for the first time, I'm streaming with my new headphones. A lot better quality in my head. Look, I love it. I love it. Not black and white, but black and gold. Steve Cano is having the same afternoon. Espresso, coffee, and the game. Piotr, the first goal was the Dieselo goal was made by him, by this guy, Milik and Kean. I have 6 players today. Rabiot! Adrien Rabiot is there in the stand as well. Concentrated. Yesterday he said Forza Juve. He's back. Le cheval fou. Crazy horse. Adrien Rabiot. Chiesa is not there. Oggi Chiesa. Ciao Claudio. Chiesa è in tribuna, sta guardando la partita, però attenzione, because there is shot. Ooh, what a post! From the distance. With a big shot from William Balikwisha, the number 22 of Standard Liège. With a big shot with a lot of power. Szczesny didn't even dive, because that ball came out of nowhere. I was absolutely not concentrated. Attenzione Juve, with now Standard that is pressing a lot and that are also taking the field. They are there, they are pressing, they are winning also that battle in the last minutes. Attenzione. Yeah, Chiesa was training alone this morning in La Continassa. What a shot from the right foot from William Balikwisha. Interesting young player. William Balikwisha, Belgian player, 23 years. He scored 2 times this time in Jupiler League Pro in 15 games played. Good one. Ciao Andrew! Locatelli. Bremer. 24 minutes. Not an easy game. Ake on the right side. Danilo. Super high on the field. Oh, it was Weston McKennie. With the new haircut, I didn't recognize him. Il Sindaco. Chiesa si sta allenando, he's training and he wants to come back. He wants to be on the bench versus Cremonese on the 4th. So let's not put it in a rush for Chiesa. We knew it, huh? Coming back from an ACL, it's not an easy one. So you will have these kind of ups and downs. Nothing to worry about, but let's not take any risk. Sasha is asking for a beautiful surprise. Can you please press the like button and you will have a really beautiful surprise. Free kick from the distance. It's really quite far away, so nothing too serious there. Danilo in the back for Bremer. Alexander taking a bit of risk. Bremer, Weston McKennie, Danilo, one touch for Locatelli. The pass was not perfect, so now it's Weston McKennie that is trying to rush and take position. Fantastically closed by the number 34, Konstantinos Laifis from Cyprus. 29 years, experienced player. Ciao, Cody. Ciao, Cody. Standard Liège, winning 10 times in their history the Jupiler League, or at least the Belgium Championship, because not always it has been called Jupiler League. Bremer with a shot. Milik. Juventus is dropping down a bit. Also, what we started to offer in the first minutes, difficult. Vlahovic is back for the Napoli game. Not sure, Claudio, not sure. Attenzione, Ken. Immediately, these one touches from Locatelli are fantastic. Kostic in the back for Kean, missing his control. Immediately a player on him, and that's an annoying part. Also, there need to be a bit of communication, because the vision of Locatelli is perfect with that number 5. Immediately, in one touch opening, Kostic is watching. We are used to Kostic. Look at Weston McKennie giving a kiss to Nirai. Nirai with a really beautiful donation. Thank you for your donation, Nirai. Nirai is in January. Boom, boom, Beppe. It will be soon. Enjoy temporary first position. Crapoli, Inter, and both Roma teams. Mamma mia, a lot of insult today. Nirai is in form today. He's hating all the Serie A teams that are the opponent of Juventus. But January will be a boom boom really, really soon. Guys, what do you think about Juventus January game? We are playing 6 games. 5 of Serie A, 1 of Coppa Italia. If you are taking into consideration the 5 games of Serie A, while 3 of them will be without Dusan Vlahovic, also without Pogba, he will not be back in these 3 games. Maybe Napoli on the bench, but I don't believe it. 15 points are to be win. I repeat the games. Cremonese, Udinese, Napoli, Atalanta, Monza. 5 games. How many points out of 15 for Juventus in January? Can we agree with the beautiful donation? Thank you. From Niraj that is saying Juventus in January. Boom, boom. Or will we lose some points? 2 big games, huh? 2 big games. Napoli and Atalanta. Udinese that is dropping down after a fantastic start of the season. Cremonese, one of the last ones. And then you have Monza that unfortunately we already lost against. Fantastic closing here by Danilo. Danilo on the ball. Locatelli that is playing only when 1 touches. Ab is going with, we will win all of them. 13 points for Peter Gitli. That means 4 wins and 1 draw. I'm curious which one we draw. Claudio, Juventus defenders are fantastic. It's true, Claudio. Today we are doing well. And also because, look, doing 6 clean sheets in a row, it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. Alexandro. Dave is asking for liking the video, and I totally agree with Dave. Here we go. With Marlecki, fantastic control. Ooh, he tried immediately to dribble Laifis. He didn't succeed. McKennie pressing. Throw in for Juventus. Who is playing better, Vittorio? Well, it's a game where Juventus pressed a lot in the beginning. We saw some beautiful things of Juve. Now we are briefing a bit. But it's something that we are used with Massimiliano Allegri. Juventus that is not playing for 90 minutes in the same way, or pressing or attacking. We always play with blocks, and this is something that didn't change. He didn't change in the Allegri 1.0. He's not changing with the Allegri 2.0, and neither with the new Allegri of nearly 2023. Managing quarters. Deciding when to attack, deciding when to give a bit more the ball possession to the opponents. Fantastic closing by Bremer here. 1 time and also the 2nd time. Oh, there is a throw-in for Juve. No! I agree with Bremer because Bremer, he took the ball and put it on the chest of Filippo Menegoni. Should have been a throw-in for Juve. They decided not. Yeah, of course. He's taking with the shoulder arm, putting it out. Should have been a throw-in. We see already Bremer that in a friendly is already contesting a throw-in. Fantastic, fantastic. That's the green that we wanted to see. If we get 12 points, I would be happy. Barra. Allegri always emphasizes on managing moments of the game. I totally agree with Peter. That's exactly what I was trying to explain. We know Allegri managing quarters of games. Ooh, what, mamma mia, what a goal. What a disaster, Szczesny. It's a goal for Standard Liège. On a set piece. Hey, Juventus that was not able to keep their clean sheet in the friendlies. Disaster, Szczesny. Look, long ball from a set piece. It's going immediately in. It's going without anybody touching, deflecting the ball. Nobody's deflecting that ball. Maybe Danilo slightly touching it. It's Danilo own goal. A la Cristiano Ronaldo in the World Cup. We don't know if he touched it, yes or no. We don't have yet that technology. That technology will arrive for the first return game of Serie A. Not on the 4th of January, but the first one in the return games. Really strange. Hey, that's an annoying goal because Szczesny going out with a really strange... Hey, here he is. Szczesny. What a disaster, Szczesny. Hey, Peter, it's your fault. Long ball from Danilo. Kean was again offside. He has to pay attention to the offside, but luckily it was not whistled. But unfortunately, he didn't even touch the ball. Alexandro with a header. Juventus has to wake up because now we are losing. I don't want to lose that game. If we know that it was an important game to show and to prepare the game versus Cremonese, well, this one is dangerous. Attention, because now Milik is on the ball, touching the ball, leaving it to Milik. Milik with a chip for Miretti. Miretti hitting the post from the distance. Oh, no! One post for Standard, one post from Juventus with Miretti. Unlucky. Unlucky, Miretti. Unlucky. What an unlucky moment. Guy, he deserved that goal. He deserved that goal. I want to see Miretti scoring. Beautiful pass, chipped by Milik, and then Miretti with a shot on the post. Disaster. Disaster. Unlucky moment for Juventus. Set piece from Juventus into the box. Too long for everyone. It will be a goal kick. Really bad this set piece this time. I'm not happy. Also, they whistled a foul, unfortunately, and that's why we conceded. Marlecki. What a bad goal to concede. Life is putting that ball to the center. Danilo that was pressing. It's not over with Juventus now. With Kostic recuperating, he's obliged to go in the back because nobody was available up front. That Juventus, wake up a bit. That Juve. Alexandro in the middle. Dangerous pass for Locatelli, but luckily Locatelli to Miretti. Miretti that is opening. This time there is no offside, but also no other players with life that is giving with a retro header to his goalkeeper, Arnaud Baudard. Alexandro with a dangerous header. Don't put it centrally. You have to put it out to the wings, to the sides, because that's dangerous. Long shot, another one. Attenzione, Juve. Wake up, Juve. Dangerous Standard. Really dangerous with a long shot from the distance. This time, Szczesny with his fist, but Melegoni. No, I'm not happy. At all. Zickernagel, that now is playing on the right side. That ball has to be put out. Milik controlling. Dangerous one. McKennie for Ake. Ake that is trying to run. The ball is not perfect. Marley is giving his last efforts for a sprint, for a pressing, but not efficient. Dai Juve. Ciao Cecilia. Juventus TV app, or if you are in Italy, Sky, DAZN, they are all transmitting the game. And you see also the physical condition from Standard is much better than the one of Juventus. And where Juventus for 20 minutes were doing quite well, we see that since 17 minutes now, or at least the second part, we are suffering a lot. Second corner kick for Standard. Standard that already played 5 games in December. The 4th of December versus a friendly, versus Olympiacos 3-3. Then 2 other friendlies, one versus Girona and one versus Nice. And then on the 20th of December, they played the Cup game in Belgium, so official game, where they lost 4-0, they had a red card. And then on the 23rd of December, they played the last one, attenzione, because the Heiser header out of the goal. Goal kick for Szczesny. They played an official game, the Jupiler Pro League, 0-0 versus Gent. Gent that are the first one, or no, sorry, you have Gent that are 5th in Jupiler League, 6th position for Standard Liège. So you have already a Standard Liège that is more in form and already played some games, while Serie A decided to play on the 4th of January, 52 days after the last game, versus Lazio. It is what it is. We should be stronger, and at the moment, especially the last 20 minutes, we are absolutely not. With Standard de Liège in ball possession, even if they are the ones that are leading the score with 1-0. Alexandro, Kostic. We all disappeared, huh? We all disappeared. Miretti with a foul. We all disappeared, we all dropped down. Miretti, fantastic in the beginning, disappeared a bit. Weston McKennie, invisible. Kostic, that started fantastically well. Also him, dropped down. Own goal for Danilo. He touched it, apparently. Slightly defected, but I believe that was not a perfect... not perfect at all. That's the least we can say from Szczesny. Balikwisha, fantastic player there, that number 22. Beautiful, really beautiful. Balikwisha impressed me. Not bad Standard. Not bad Standard at all. Juventus at the moment not able to react to that goal. Not able to find back the energies to go. And here also, Marlake keeping the player inside. Donum that was pressing high. Danilo. Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie on the right side. Not able to dribble his man, so it will be a throw-in for Juventus. 5 minutes to go in that first half. With a suffering Juventus. McKennie. Danilo. Bremer. Let's see if Juventus will find the energies and the ideas to react in the last 5 minutes before going to the changing rooms. Alexandro, Kostic, Miretti, Alexandro, Locatelli, dai. Look at one of the midfielders that is obliged now to take the lead, to start, to open, to create. The long shot from the distance. What a shot from Bremer! Mamma mia, what a shot from Bremer. I didn't know he had that in his skills. A shot, but from really, really far. It was on target, deflected by Arnaud Bodard in corner kick. With Kostic that will go with his left foot. Will he go short? Will he go long? Second corner kick for Juventus. He's going into the box. Attenzione, deflected by Laifa. Juventus still on the ball. Grande buon Danilo. Captain. He's leaving that ball for Locatelli. No, he's deciding to go himself to Milik, controlling that ball. Dai Milik. No! No! That first control, that makes the difference in football. I don't know if he was offside or not. But anyway, that first control is bad. It's bad. Arkadiusz. Grande Kean. Grande Moise. Locatelli. Look at the vision. He's watching up, and he's playing. Edza is asking for Mbangula in. Who would you put out? Weston McKennie? Mbangula is not there, by the way. Edza. He's not on the bench. You have Barrenechea as midfielder and Fagioli. McKennie, step over on the right side. One-on-one. Will he be able to dribble his man? No. Throw in for Juventus. Beautiful Locatelli with a header. And another miscontrol from Milik. Dai, Arkadiusz. Arkadiusz. Noé taking that ball and putting it far, far away. Danilo with the number 6. From one number 6 to the other one. Alexandro was thinking to shot. Control of Ken in the box. Melegone was there. And Bocadi as well. Two men on Moiskin. Difficult for Juve. Missing Vlahovic is annoying. Do we have to worry? A bit. Oh, Filippo Rosada, 10 months. Back to reality, Bebe. Ma calma, Filippo, dai, ragazzi. It's a friendly. Thank you for renewing the membership, Filippo Rosada. Tranquilli, ragazzi, tranquilli, dai. It's the first game again from the Brazilian trio in the back. Locatelli is doing well. But we have to do better. I agree, guys. I agree. I'm not entirely satisfied. I'm happy with the first 20 minutes, but that was the problem also in the first part of Juventus in the beginning of the season. Juventus that was only able to play 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes at max, and then disappearing. That's what we are watching here again, which annoys me, to be honest. Which annoys me. Especially because we are now training for most of the players since the 6th of December. Who are the players that are training since the 6th of December? Even anticipating. Miretti, Locatelli. Attention, because Miretti here, beautiful, taking back. Miretti into the box. Throw in for Juve. No, it's for Sanlager. Look, Moiskin, Locatelli, Miretti. These are the three players that are training since long. Milik went to the World Cup with Kostic, with McKennie, with the three Brazilian ones, and Chesney. There will be some changes in the second half. Without any injury time, Juventus 0, Standard Liège 1 with an own goal of Danilo. Danilo is saying, I touched it with the head. So we have the confirmation there that it's an own goal from Danilo. 2 corners for Standard, 2 corners for Juventus. Unfortunately, it's not the corner kicks that are counting, it's the score. And we are saying at the moment that from a really not dangerous set piece into the box centrally, the goal came. Double mistakes. The slightly touch from Danilo that was not able to take it and put it really high in the sky or up front, but unfortunately putting direction target, our target, and Szczesny that a total disaster. He went out and totally missing the ball, and that's a pity. That's a real pity because at the moment we are losing 1-0. Is it something that we really have to worry about? No, it's a friendly versus Standard. We said it. I saw a really beautiful Juventus in the first 20 minutes of the game with a fantastic Miretti, fantastic Kostic, fantastic Locatelli. So 3 on 5 on the midfield that were really working really well. Bremer, beautiful. And Moiskin that was present, but again, a Moiskin as we saw versus Arsenal and versus Rijeka, a Moiskin that is missing the last thing, and that's a problem because you don't receive a lot of opportunities in Serie A. It's not a league like in La Liga, for example, that is starting again today, where you have like million of opportunities. If you miss them, well, maybe it's the only occasion that you had, the only attempt that you had. So that's a pity for Juventus, but the problem is that 20 minutes after, they totally disappeared, Juventus. Drop in energies. I could have understand it if it was only the 3 Brazilian players, but actually it's the whole team that disappeared. Juventus that after today, probably they will train tomorrow again, then they will go on holiday. They will rest for probably the 1st of January, coming back on the 2nd. But that Juventus, guys, it's not enough. It's not enough for Cremonese. We know it. We had some bad news. Bad news, Vlahovic that will certainly not be there versus Cremonese, but probably also not versus Udinese. And versus Napoli, Pogba. We knew it already, so it's not a surprise. He will not be there. Rabiot came back earlier. He could have come back on the 2nd of January. He's back. And I don't know if he will start or not versus Cremonese. Probably not, but being on the bench. Problem for Paredes and Di Maria. They will enter on the 2nd of January. I highly doubt they're present versus Cremonese. So that Juventus that we saw in the first 45 minutes, and take it with a grain of salt, it's a friendly. It's a friendly with people that just came back from World Cup and so on. But that Juventus that we saw is absolutely not enough. And we have to do much better. The changes that I can see happening are Fagioli entering. And I'm curious to see who will be subbed out. Why am I saying I'm curious? Because if McKennie goes out, McKennie already played 45 minutes versus Rijeka. And then he was subbed out like all the newcomers from the World Cup. If McKennie comes out, it means that Allegri wants to test Miretti even more in that role. And that probably the chances of starting of McKennie versus Cremonese are a bit lower. If McKennie stays, probably it's a starter versus Cremonese. And the possibilities are quite high. That means that Miretti will give a spot for Fagioli. Let's see that change. Fagioli, who he will change. Locatelli will continue to play. I'm sure about that. Then, if you are looking at all the other persons that are on the bench, who are they? Let me go and we will see. For the midfield, now we are speaking about the midfield now. We have Fagioli, Barrenechea. Sersanti is a midfielder as well. Sersanti. But you have actually one possible starter there. It's Fagioli. So Fagioli will enter. Let's see who he will replace. Michael is saying McKennie should retire from international football. or for football. Ma calma, tranquilli, guys. Miretti should have scored that goal. He touched the post, guys. But I agree. He needs to start scoring also, Miretti. Ealing Jr. will probably enter. I'm not sure if he will enter immediately or not. What about Ake, guys? Is Ake the solution on that right side? I repeat you, the goal came out of nowhere, so we can't really judge about the defensive mistake on the wings or something that was played. It came out really out of nowhere. But is Ake the answer in that 3-5-2 without Cuadrado and De Sciglio? Ake is not the solution for Apex. Not Ake for Michael Raso. Ake mediocre. Ron Rositano, my friend, good morning. Ake didn't impress at all today. Funny. So the people are not happy with the performance of Ake at the moment. Who can enter there? We have two players. We have Barbieri and Soulé. Mandalorian. Boom, boom, boom. Mandalorian is saying we want Soulé. Soulé time, Beppe. Okay, if you are a coach and you know that Soulé has a bit of difficulty in that 3-5-2, and there are probably we will start with a 3-5-2 versus Cremonese. Okay, who are you playing now? Barbieri, that is used to that right back position, can also offer defensive skills, go up and down, can play and already show that he can play in that 3-5-2. Or you go with Soulé, that is more an offensive player that is really sacrificing himself defensively. So now, let's do a mini poll. Why not? Why not? Mini poll. Mini poll. Who comes in now? Barbieri or Soulé? Keeping in mind that Ake didn't impress and that it could potentially be the starter versus Cremonese in a 3-5-2 where not only do you have to give offensive magic but also the two sides, offensive and defensively. Barbieri or Soulé? What would you do now if you were Max Allegri for that second half versus Standard Liège, where I repeat, we need to score not only one but 2 goals if we want to win. Bobo. Que mira Bobo. Bobo is saying Ealing Jr. in, Soulé in, McKennie and Milik out. And we play 3-4-3. With, I need to understand. McKennie out. Yeah. Soulé in. And then you play with Kean on the left. No, Kean as a striker, Kostic on the left, Soulé on the right, Ealing on the left as well. But who do you play then on the right side? Miretti. I know it's not working. George is saying, Beppe, I want to see Kostic, Miretti, Locatelli, Fagioli, Barbieri. So Ake out and Barbieri in, and McKennie out and Fagioli in. If I'm a coach, Raven is saying, then what do you do if you are the coach? Let me check. I would never, Cuadrado would never start again. Then who do you play in? Perin is in, breaking news. But this is a change that is probably already anticipated. There were some papers that were already saying that Perin could have been the starter of today. So 61%, so it's a big battle. 61% of the people are saying Barbieri. 39 or 38 now are saying Soulé, so 62-38 at the moment is the moment to vote. I see Fagioli, Rugani that are warming up. Ealing Jr., I see Huijsen there as well. There will be a lot of changes. Gatti is there. So they are all intensifying the warm-up. There will be a lot of changes. Immediately, I don't know. Maybe Allegri wants to arrive at 60 minutes for some players. I'm really curious. Fagioli, he will sub who? And I don't believe it will be immediately. I don't believe. Let's see. Some people, when they told me, Beppe, it's not anticipated, it's that there is an injury. So breaking news, apparently, according to Sky Sport, Szczesny had a neck problem. 2022, guys. 2022. What a disaster. What a disaster. What a disaster, 2022. 2022 is a disaster because apparently he had Sky Sport is reporting that Szczesny has a neck problem. That means that he's going out. How long? We don't know. Luckily, we have a good second goalkeeper, Asperin. Guys, what do you want me to tell you? Disaster. 60-40 the poll. We are at 86 at the moment votes. We have 183 likes. Not enough. We need a bit more. We need 200. I see Sersanti as well. Young player. Huijsen, fantastic. I can't wait to see Huijsen, to be honest. Juan, I'm afraid this coming season will be the same as last season. But why, guys? I don't understand why we have to worry that much about a team that is working to be back for the fourth versus Cremonese. We are doing some games versus teams that are continuing to play, that have 5-6 games in their legs, already started their league already. I don't see all that. Yeah, it's not enough what we showed here. Is it normal or not? We can discuss. Am I happy about what we saw? 20 minutes, yes. Then 25 minutes, absolutely not. But you take it with grains of salt. Tranquilli, ragazzi. Calma. Don't start one time versus Arsenal and Juventus is the best one of the world, because we were not. Then versus Rijeka, we are the best one in the world. And then versus Standard at 45 minutes, we are a relegation team. We have to be balanced. We have to be balanced. We are still missing a lot of big players that are not there. Other ones are starting again to play. Changing of temperature. Some played more at the World Cup, some not. Look, we have nobody on the right side. It's a problem. It's really a problem. Weston McKennie is not convincing and he's there. So I agree, guys. We played a lot of friendlies. Don't forget that, with a lot of young players. So... But it's true that if we are judging the friendly isolated today, the 45 minutes, we are not happy. On that one, I agree. Guys, give me 5 minutes of break. I go to the bathroom, and then we are back here for the second half. 5 minutes of break. What can we do during the 5 minutes of break? Well, watch the lineups, and then I'm back. 5 minutes of break, and I'm back. We are back for the second half that already started with, immediately we see Ealing Jr. that is in. I will tell you all the changes that have been made. Sorry, I have 1 minute of delay, but we are back and hopefully you are able to hear me. So let me put the chrono on from the moment that we will be at the second minute, so in 1 minute. I will tell you all the changes that has been made, but welcome back, my friends. Welcome back on the stream. 100 people left the stream. We are back. Taking away the cap. Let me check all the people that are in. I see Miretti that is there. I see Miretti. I see Ealing Jr. Miretti. I see Soulé as well. There are some changes, guys. All the people that are in. I see Barrenechea, I believe. I see. Wait, Miretti is there. I will tell you all the changes that has been made if you give me a second. In 5 seconds, we are at 2 minutes of the second half. Now, ball recuperated. Fantastic, beautiful tackle. Fagioli, Soulé, immediately. He's in form. Mati Soulé, fantastic opening. Oh, a bit too short. A bit too short. Can we see all the changes that have been made or not? At the moment, not. Maybe we can see it on the official site of Juve. Maybe we can see it on the official site of Juve. Rugani is in. Committing a foul immediately. I'm trying to understand what are all the changes. Miretti. Soulé's up. So apparently Moiskin and Milik are out. Playing Soulé and Compagnon as strikers. Second striker Soulé. Ealing. Barrenechea is there as well. Barrenechea. Perin. Ealing Jr. Long ball here. Fantastic touch by Soulé in the middle. Baliguisha. No. I'm waiting for Juve to refresh so that we can see the changes because a lot of changes has been done. I was not expecting that much. Huizen is there as well in the defense. So the 3 defenders has been changed. Okay. The 3 defenders are Huizen, Gatti and Rugani. Barrenechea is there. Locatelli is out, I believe. I see Fagioli. Only Miretti. I believe only Miretti stayed. From the starting team, only Miretti changed. Szczesny, Gatti, Rugani, Huizen, Barrenechea, Fagioli, Ealing Jr., Soulé, and Compagnon. That's 9. Who is the other one that stayed on the field? Ciao, Nick McCaleb. Compagnon. Miretti. Miretti, long ball. Attenzione for Mati Soulé. Control of Mati Soulé. Beautiful. Mati Soulé in the box. It was Compagnon. And they have the same haircut. Compagnon and Soulé. Miretti. Fantastic Miretti. Miretti is carrying that ball. Entering the box. There is a foul! There is a foul, referee, on Miretti. There was a big foul on Miretti. Rugani anticipating, but not fast enough. And now the game looks like Juventus, they want to recuperate that goal that they conceded a bit earlier. And when you have like 9 or 10 changes, that's a lot. Ake is still there. Huh? So looks like Ake received some trust from Allegri from that right side. Long ball, changing the side, a bit too long. Touched, Ealing Jr. couldn't catch it. Okay, guys. Everyone has been changed except of Ake and Miretti. And Bocadi Ooh, what a beautiful dribble. Attention, and now there's a foul. Referee, a big foul on Fagioli. Big foul on Fagioli. Big foul on Fagioli, guys. And it will be a free kick alla Andrea Pirlo. A free kick alla Andrea Pirlo. Pay attention. And there was also a foul on Miretti, guys. There is a big foul on Miretti as well. Referee said no, but there was. Attenzione, because the free kick. Who will take it with all the players that remained on the field? Who will take the free kick? It will be a beautiful 9 change that has been made. Attenzione. Free kick for Juventus, a dangerous one. Close to the goal, really near to the box. I'm trying to find out who will take his chance. There is Miretti and Soulé. Soulé with the left, Miretti with the right. Attenzione. If that ball goes into the goal, it's the first goal ever with the first team, or from Soulé or from Miretti. Looks like it's Soulé. About how they walked, I think it's Soulé. Miretti, oh, Miretti. Bad one. It was Miretti. Ciao Maria. It was Miretti, bad one. Bad one from Miretti. Missed opportunity here for Juventus. So what can we learn from all the changes? That the World Cup players, they still need a bit of a physical condition. They still need to train to be ready versus Cremonese. That Ake is seen as Allegri as a right player on the right side that can potentially start versus Cremonese. That Soulé for the first time is tried as a second striker. He played a few minutes there the last time, but now he can play 45 minutes there. And that Miretti, in his position, is now one of the leaders of that midfield. Barrenechea, regista of the day. And another foul. Standard that starts to be a bit aggressive. Big foul on Barrenechea. Big foul on Barrenechea that is on the ground. Enzo Barrenechea, 21 years old from the Next Gen. 16 games with Next Gen this season, 2 goals. Defensive midfielder. Roberto is saying the last chance for the Dam. Well, Miretti, guys, Miretti is a first team player, 19 years old now. There is a difference between first team player and undoubted starter, because that's not what he is yet. For Ake comes back from injury, given time to come back, but he can be a starter for Cremonese. That will be a big opportunity for him. Without Quadrado, without De Sciglio, there are not a lot of opportunities. Rugani, that is captain in that second half. Barrenechea, look at Fagioli that is giving it in the middle. Soulé, beautiful control, beautiful dribble here. 2 men on him. The third man is arriving, but he's able to dribble all of them. Fantastic pass. There is a foul. There is a penalty. Sì, calcio di rigore per la Juventus. Sì, my friends. This is a penalty. Sì, in the box. Look at Soulé, fantastic. Then Compagnon has been touched. There is a penalty. Look at Soulé, beautiful Soulé. Fantastic roulette from Compagnon into the box. There is undoubtedly a penalty. A penalty. And who will take it? That's the big question. Who will take the penalty? From the starters, we have Miretti and Ake. From experienced player, we have Rugani. Who knows if Rugani will take it or not? Penalty. Attenzione. It will be Mattia Soulé. Ooh la la. Attenzione to Mattia Soulé. He will take it with his left foot. Dai Mattias. First goal with the first team. Could potentially arrive on a penalty kick. Mattias Soulé is going with his left foot. He's going, and it's a goal! And it's a goal of Mattias Soulé, the first ever goal with the first team. Grande Mattias! Sì! Sì! I'm happy for Mattias Soulé. E grande Mattias Soulé. First ever goal with the first team. Maximum of goals in the chat. Dai! Dai! No, Juventus is not in vantaggio, but... Ale, 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 oh! Ale, 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 oh! Grande Mattia! 1-1! 1-1! On a penalty. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy because that was an important one. I remember that he missed one with the youth academy or with the next gen last season. This time he's taking his responsibility with his left foot. The goalkeeper even identified the angle, but the beautiful penalty. The penalty was really beautiful. Mattias Soulé, first ever goal with the first team for our Argentinian boy. Grande Mattias. With the number 30, Perin, long ball in the middle. Ooh, Compagnon is fighting. There is another foul. There was apparently an offside. Grande, 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 grande. I see a maximum of beautiful comments. People are happy. Contract renewal for Mattias Soulé. I think we are safe on the length of his contract. Grande. Ealing Jr. also needs today to show a bit of... He needs to show also today a bit of defensive skills. Mattias Soulé with a goal with the first team. And I am happy about that. Really, really happy. Really happy. Because it gives a lot of confidence to our kids. Attenzione, ball in the box with Gatti with a header. Taking it out. Compagnon, fantastic control into the box and then able to take that ball a bit on the side so that the defender was not able to take the ball, but his foot, and that was a penalty. Punzara is happy. BT as well. Maria as well. Fantastic. Ball on the field, Fagioli, Barrenechea. Gatti goes immediately to Perin. Huijsen that intelligently, because he's the center defender, is putting himself on the side to be available to take that ball. But Perin, he decided to go to Rugani. Gatti. In the middle, Fagioli. Fagioli, one touch to Gatti. Dai, Juve. We have to go for winning that game. David's happy. Maria, mi puoi salutare in italiano? Certo che lo faccio. Ciao Maria, grande! Sono contento di averti qui. Tommaso Barbieri will enter probably for Ake in a few seconds. Attenzione for Sondar, that is dribbling. Zuckernagel, but pressed by Miretti. Soulé, sombrero! Sombrero from Soulé! And there is a foul on Mattia. Sombrero! On fire! On fire! In the meanwhile, we reached 23,117 Juventini on the channel. If you didn't yet, maximum of likes, but subscribe. Continue to subscribe to the channel so that we can make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Barbieri Tommaso will enter for Marley Ake. Barbieri Tommaso, 20 years old, 12 apps with the next gen right back that occasionally also can play on the left side of the field. Grande Tommaso Barbieri. Ake didn't offer a great game. Guys, it's okay. It's okay. Huijsen. Huijsen again with that number 50. Big future for Dean Huijsen. Born in Amsterdam. The people that are watching and that are from the Netherlands, write his name because you will see him soon with the national team, with the first national team of the Oranje. Ealing Jr. Between the lines, he was trying to find Compagnon, not able to reach him. Compagnon with a big pressing here. Cari saluti dal Canada, mi piace da morire il tuo canale, grande, grazie Jordi. And we see some other people that are starting to enjoy the channel and subscribing. 23,118. Fantastic, guys. Tommaso Barbieri, playing his third friendly with the first team, already making his debut with Juventus. First team official game for Tommaso Barbieri. Question for the people in the chat. Who can tell me what was the first official game of Barbieri with first team? Who can tell me which game he played with the first team? Tommaso Barbieri, official, not friendly, official game with first team. Which game was it? Grande Gio, Juve versus PSG. He entered in that last game of Champions League where Juventus unfortunately was already eliminated, but he played the last 2 minutes together with Enzo Barrenechea. That is also him on the field today. What get the winner? A kiss on the forehead from Max Allegri. Long ball into the box. Attenzione, out. It will be a goal kick for Juventus. What I think about Soulé? Soulé is my buddy. He's in my heart. You know that. Now, Soulé is paying a bit the change of style from that 4-3-3 to that 3-5-2. He's not a right winger. It's not the one that goes up and down there. But he's a player with immense technical qualities, a lot of skills. Player that I see a beautiful future, but it's a typical player, a player that is offensively really, really strong. A bit light, physically, he needs to put a bit of muscles, but in Italian you say, stravedo per lui. I see a beautiful future for him. Miretti. Fantastic. What a beautiful pass from Miretti. Ooh la la. With the exterior of his foot. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. Fantastic pass. Here we go again. Fagioli. Ealing Jr. on that left side. His left side. Because he will be the number 2 after Kostic. Losing that ball, so it will be a throw-in. Five changes now for Standard Liège. They waited a bit more. We reached the 200 likes on the channel, and that's beautiful for the people that didn't do it yet. It's the moment. Put that thumb up. Put that thumb up. Put that thumb up. Andiamo, ragazzi. You can see it here. You can read it. Maximum of like and subscribe. Ragazzi, Juventini. Can be that it starts versus Cremonese. Could be. But I'm not 100% sure. Can be today, but he hit the post, unfortunately. Could have been today, but he hit the post. I took a bit too much espressos already today. A lot of changes for Standard. I will not be here to mention all of their changes, but Melegone Filippo out. Filippo Melegoni, 23 years, Italian player, comes from Atalanta Youth Academy, played also at Genoa, and now is at Standard Liège on loan from Genoa. And we are back. Also, the goalkeeper has been changed from Standard Liège. So, 5 changes for Standard Liège at the 65th minute. In a second half that is totally different as the first one. With now more experimental B-Juve, we can call it like that. Attenzione, fantastic. Ooh, there is a foul here. Yes, there is a foul on Barbieri. That was on his man Zinkernagel. One of the players that is still on the field today. Fantastic also for them to play in a beautiful stadium as the Juventus Stadium, the Allianz Stadium. Yeah, I agree, George. Better as second striker than as a right back for Soulé. I agree. Ciao, Alfred from Malta. Thank you. What is it today with all the beautiful words? Sei grande, you are the GOAT. I don't know what you are doing, guys. Thank you. I don't know why, but thank you for all the beautiful messages in the chat. The GOAT. The GOAT. Is he a Juve fan? I didn't know. You see? Melegoni is a Juve fan. Grande Filippo. Grande Filippo. I knew it. Fantastic. The GOAT. Filippo Melegoni. Attenzione, because here you see defensively... Ooh, luckily Barbieri was there. Defensively, Ealing Jr. is put in difficulty there. On his left side. Attenzione, because if you want to be a starter with Allegri, if you want to have minutes, you have to do on the wings both of the phases. Defensive and offensive. And Ealing defending and giving support to Huijsen has a bit of problems. We saw it versus Rijeka. That second half of Ealing was not perfect. And there is... Look at that. The number 10, Oyo from Standard. Standard Liège. Throw-in or corner kick? From Budapest. Ciao, grande. Third corner kick for the Standard. But a lot of time, guys, also because Standard now, they changed a lot of people. But of course, they want to prove themselves, that they want to reach that first team. So it makes also totally sense for them to give not 100, but 200%. Header from Huijsen. He's big. He's huge. He's huge. 195. Mamma mia. He's only 17. So imagine when he will be 25. He will be at least 3 meters. He's huge. Huge. And if you know that you can grow until you're 21, 22, depending the people, what about the bones, you know? Is huge. Huge. Jamie, GJustjuve, next Juve manager. No. Nick, Beppe, you're good. Hey, stop. Basta, guys. Focus on the game. Here we are back. Soulé. What an opening of Soulé! For Ealing Jr. It was a bit slow. We are there. We are pressing. We are winning that throw in. Fantastic control by I don't know who. Phonics. It's not about... Look, I told you a lot of time. Another change, by the way. Sersanti, number 57. Sersanti making his debut. Instead of Miretti, Sersanti, another midfielder. Sersanti, 20 years old, 14 apps with the next gen, 1 goal. Midfielder, Miretti is out. And here we have Soulé. Soulé, look at that, Soulé. Opening for Ealing Jr. Ealing Jr. entering on the left with a cross. Ooh, deflected with a header last minute. Okay, I will speak about Ealing Jr. in a second. First, let's see what Juventus will do there because they are pressing super high. And there is Ealing Jr. that is entering the box with a cross in the back. Attenzione to Compagno. Compagno with a shot! Deflected. Counter-attack for Standard Liège. Barrenechea on his man. Attenzione for Zinkernagel. That is going alone. He's waiting for support from the Weiss of Standard Liège. Fantastic tackle from Enzo Barrenechea. And now they are playing in one touch Standard Liège between the lines. Ooh, Zinkerman is there. But then Rugani as well, taking that ball out of the box. Tommaso Barbieri will recuperate it. Beautiful control here. Cancelling, erasing his man. Tommaso Barbieri alone. Beautiful. Easy to Huijsen, one touch to Rugani, captain of today. Rugani. Gatti. Barrenechea. Soulé. Between the lines, and Soulé opening here, trying to find Liege Jr. The ball was not long enough. What about Liege Jr.? Well, a lot of people, they judged the moment of Liege Jr. for 47 minutes in total with the first team between Champions League and Serie A. 47 minutes where he entered in moments of difficulties most of the time of Juve, in the last minutes of Juve, where his only task and role was to give offensive support. With dynamism, with teams that were, a lot of time, really tired because they already played 80, 85 minutes. He entered, and with his skills, his dynamism, unpredictability, newness, because nobody knew him, he was able to create a lot of difficulties to the opponents and also bringing some points to Juve. I remember Liege or other teams like Benfica and so on and so on. And a lot of people already, he's a starter. I told a lot of time, I love Liege Jr., but wait until Liege Jr. you will have a bit more time to judge him from the first minute of the game. Because it's different when you are playing 45 minutes entirely, or from the first minute of the game, where you have not only one task is to go up and dribble and cross, or when you have to pay attention also to your man, not leaving him alone, paying attention up and down. And that's why Liege Jr. is not having a bad game, but he's having a game where he has to be a lot serious and paying attention. So what Kostic is used to do, Liege Jr. will have to do it as well. And that's way much harder than just playing 5 minutes in a game. That's what I told you. Calma when you're judging players immediately, as it's a Juve icon, legend, and he has to be a starter. Attenzione, deflected by Huijsen on the line. Beautiful Dean. And now we have Fagioli that is running on the right side. Maybe a counter-attack for Juve. There is Fagioli. He's obliged to wait. He's obliged to wait because nobody was on mark except of Soulé. Control to Huijsen. There is a foul on Soulé, but the referee is saying continue to play with Liege Jr. on the ball. In the middle, Barrenechea. Fagioli, and now they are going back to Rugani. Rugani that is opening to Tommaso Barbieri. Barbieri, dai. Gatti. Fagioli. Gatti again. We were about to go in counter-attack. It's true that Trondheim were already with a lot of more people in their half, so Fagioli was obliged to go back and to give some tempo, or to actually give a bit less tempo to what we were doing with that counter-attack, to keep the possession of the ball. Guys, we have 17 minutes to go back. Soulé. The pass from Soulé to Compagnon was really beautiful. Soulé is delivering magic. He's delivering magic. Best one of that second half, without any doubt. Not only because of the penalty, but creativity, sombrero, penalty scored, taking initiatives, beautiful through passes, pressing. Nice. 23,125 people in the chat. Guten Tag, Maria, aus Deutschland. Liege Jr. Liege. Barrenechea, fantastic opening. There is no offside. From Liege Jr. On the left side, one-on-one. Step overs. He's entering the box with a cross. Oh, the ball. Cross into the box. On the ground. But there were some Standard defenders and not Juve players, unfortunately. Huijsen. One pass to Barrenechea. He didn't pay attention, but thanks to a beautiful sliding tackle, was able to recuperate that ball. Sersanti. Liege Jr. controlling with the right foot. Liege Jr. Soulé alone. Attenzione with his right foot. Who's going? Ooh, deflected. He tried with the right foot. Not his best foot, huh? His best foot is the left. He's remembering a bit of a Paolo Dybala. 1 foot player. Soulé. But he tried, and at least that's something that we can reward and praise. But Soulé, yes, Soulé is more Di Maria than Dybala, with all the respect of the careers, guys. We can't compare Soulé now with Di Maria, but in playing style, yes, a bit better, a bit more Di Maria than a Dybala. Alessandro Sersanti. Another player that making his debut with the first team. Never played before today with the first team. Sersanti Alessandro, 20 years old. Another one, and we launched a lot of players from the next gen. Another proof that our project next gen is working. Ooh, Heisen here, risking, but luckily was able to recuperate that ball. Soulé dribbling, 1 time, 2 time, ball out, winning a throw-in. Cody Gakpo, Soulé, future Di Maria. That was the goal. That was the goal. If you are going back to years ago, months ago, on the 23rd of April, I believe, that's what I said. Compagnon losing that ball, intro-in for Standard Liège. 30 minutes with a game that is a bit confused now. We don't see beautiful patterns, we don't see beautiful ideas, we don't see fluidity of football. We see some pressing up and down with some teams losing it intro-in or not. 2-3 players on the ball. It's not beautiful. Did someone said Deutschland? Ja, sicher, Sebastiano. Maria Benedetti aus Deutschland. "12 minutes in the last friendly of Juventus, win 2-0 versus Arsenal with 2 own goals from Arsenal. 1-0 win versus Reika with a goal of Moiskin. And at the moment, it's still 1-1. Barrenechea with a long ball. He tried to find then Tommaso Barbieri, but too long. Una doppietta di Soulé sarebbe un sogno. Sono d'accordo con te, Marian. A brace of Soulé would be beautiful with a winning brace of Soulé. And that would be really reinforcing his position at Juventus. Soulé that, according to the rumors, said, I don't care, I don't want to go on loan to smaller teams. I want to stay at Juventus. I want to show that I am someone that deserves to be in that first team of Juve. Here, beautiful from Sersanti, recuperating that ball and going immediately in counter-attack. Pressed by 3 players. Sersanti opening on the right side too. Compagnon entering that box. Compagnon with the dribbles into the box, keeping that ball. Fantastic attention, because there are some players that are reaching the box. He's losing it. He's not even winning the corner. He waited too long. What a pity. What a pity from Compagnon, because, Sersanti did a fantastic one. Here you see Enzo Barrenechea with sliding tackles out of nowhere. He wants to recuperate that ball. That's one of his big skills. Recuperating balls. Enzo Barrenechea. Oyo, the number 10 of Standard Liège. Played in the Youth Academy of Manchester United and Manchester City, for people who wants to know a bit more inside information. Fantastic opening now on the other side for Standard, with the ball into the box. Attenzione! With Rugani. Ealing Jr. pressing. Another beautiful second half of Ealing Jr. Another one. Beautiful communication with Perin taking that ball in his hands. Barrenechea, future Mascherano, Bobo, it's not bad. It's not a bad comparison. Beautiful one. Fagioli. Standard Liège that will do a triple change in a second. Barrenechea. Gatti. Fagioli. That is now the most experienced one in that midfield. Long ball. But not precise enough, that long ball from Fagioli. Luis Miranda, ma Kenalillis, he has also a journey to do. My first season at Juventus, first ever season at Juventus, coming from the under 19, and he's already growing. He's already receiving some chance with the next gen under 23 in third division Serie C. Only 17. I don't know if towards the end of the season we will need him or not, because if towards the end of the season we have our complete team, it's different. Compagnon, fall on Compagnon. Beautiful ball protection here. Triple change from a Standard, and we will have a moment to breathe and to drink a bit of water. Fantastic game also by the referee today. Fantastic game. Beautiful. Referee that already made her debut for the first time ever in Serie A this season. Per un italiano l'inglese è ottimo. Grazie Roberto. Grazie Roberto. Anche se la mia lingua non è neanche l'italiano. Lo parlo ovviamente. Sono italiano. Però sono siciliano e la mia prima lingua che parlavo a casa era ed è il francese che parlo ogni giorno. L'inglese penso che è la terza o quarta lingua. Dopo il francese c'è l'olandese, perché in Belgio parliamo le due lingue, dopo c'è l'italiano, l'inglese e dopo c'è lo spagnolo. Però grazie per il complimento Roberto. And we are continuing with Gatti on the right side of the field. He's watching Barbieri. There is a foul on Gatti. Thank you referee. Forza Juve from Anthony Trimboli. Today he woke up really late. Hey, you missed everything, Anthony. Fagioli. He's putting that ball. Attenzione. Everyone in the box. For Barrenechea is there. There will be a set piece. Jason Bourne. Francese, sì. Per questo. Long ball from Fagioli into the box. Attenzione! Ball deflected. And it will be a throw-in, or maybe we will catch that ball. No. Gatti is quite intelligent. He's saying, let's wait a bit. Let's give a bit of brief to our team. Let's hope. Maria, dai. 2-1 in the 87th. Why not? Can we go for a poll? Will Juventus score a second goal? Attenzione, Ealing Jr. first, to Soulé, Ealing Jr. and Soulé, they know each other really well. Fantastic opening here. Barrenechea, Soulé. What a dribbling of Soulé. Mamma mia, magia of Soulé winning a set piece. We go with a poll. Fagioli and Ealing Jr. on the ball. Attenzione. Fagioli and Ealing Jr. on the ball. We have Fagioli that is taking with the right foot or Ealing with the left foot. In any case, that ball will go into the box. That's the idea. Fagioli is leaving it to Ealing Jr. Ealing Jr. into the box. Attenzione for the headers. Deflected. But Juventus is on the ball with a fantastic control here from the number 42. Opening. Fantastic opening. What a vision. Control of Ealing. No! What a bad control. He tried. And it's a pity. What an opening again from Soulé that is showing his qualities in the last two friendlies. The first one versus Reika, where he was nearly, if not the man of the match. And today, entering that second half, he's doing it with a lot of qualities. We are happy for our boy, Mattia Soulé. Oh yeah. It's not over because we continue. Maria said 87th minute, huh? The 2-1 for Juve. Barbieri. We are losing that throw-in, so it will be a throw-in for Standard. Will we score yes or no? We have 50 people that voted with 68% yes. 68% yes. Are we reaching the 300 likes or we are far from? 249. Dai, one more like and we have 250. One more like and we have 250. It has to come now. The one that didn't yet, I'm expecting a like now so that we have 250 likes. 252, grande. Tommaso Barbieri recuperating that ball but losing it immediately with the fact that he's winning a foul on him. 4 more minutes in normal time. And an update about the Juventini on the channel, 23,128 is absolutely beautiful. 72% are saying yes, we will score. Beppe, so let's wait, we will see. Fantastic opening on the right side of the full. Attenzione. Soulé able to recuperate that ball. He tried nutmegging his opponent. He was not able to do it. But here is a cross. Attenzione with a header! Ealing Jr. recuperating that ball. Fantastic here. Sersanti. Fagioli, sorry. Barrenechea. Juventus in domination. Juventus, they want to close 2022 with a win. Barbieri, control of the header. Soulé, Compagnon, Fagioli, between three men. Losing that ball, there is nothing, so Juventus is continuing to press. There is no foul. Rugani will go with the left. He's opening for Ealing Jr. It will be a corner kick. The third corner kick for Juventus. It's now, guys. It's now. It is now. It is the moment. It is the moment, Juventus, for that second goal that will mean that we are winning. We are playing short. Attenzione, dai. Soulé. Into the box. Deflected. Enzo Barrenechea trying to find and to win his aerial duel. Gatti touching it slightly for Compagnon. No, fantastic dribble from Gatti. He's winning. He was asking for a penalty. Barrenechea is opening for Barbieri. Barbieri immediately with a cross into the box. 2 defenders. It will be the 4th corner kick. It's not over, guys. 4th corner kick for Juventus. Tommaso Barbieri entered quite well. The people that said yes, we will score, 64%. Now we stop. Corner kick for Juventus. 1-1. 2 minutes to go. Before injury time. I don't believe there will be a lot of injury time. So we go. Andiamo, ragazzi. Dai Juve. Corner kick into the box. I believe it's beautiful in the header. Huyssen with a header! Huyssen, 17 years old, 1.95 m. So of course it's him that took that ball with the header, but unfortunately he was unable to go on target. I want to see a 3-4-3. Hopefully we can see that in the future. Soulé came into this game with something to prove. He wants many playing time in the first team. 90+1 goal from Barbieri. Who knows? Ooh, Huyssen, fantastic recuperating that ball because he was about to lose it from Oyo. Barrenechea. Huyssen carrying that ball. Trying to find a player. It's Ealing Jr. Between the lines. There is no foul. So he's obliged to go back because he was pressed by 2 players. Ooh, big mistake from Barrenechea giving that ball back to Standard. Rugani, man on man. This is the number 7 of Standard. A few support, defensive support also by Ealing Jr. and Huyssen. So Standard Liège is obliged to go back because the pressing from Juve was quite well. Number 13, between the line, deflected. It will be a throw-in. 1 minute to go. I don't believe there will be some injury time, so Juventus will have to do it now. But unfortunately, we lost that ball. 4 corner kick for Juve, 3 from Standard. Juventus able to recuperate that ball. Grande, Soulé, 1 touch. Beautiful, it's Soulé and Sersanti. Sersanti losing that ball. No! You had to just to touch it on the left side of the field. It is what it is. We recuperate that ball with Soulé, with a sliding tackle. Juventus still on the ball. There is Sersanti that is on the ground. He's suffering. Juventus, they want to continue. The referee is whistling because Sersanti is on the ground. I believe there was a big fall on him. The referee didn't see it yet. Sersanti suffering. 57 is the number of his first Juve shirt. Or at least first Juve team shirt. Because Sersanti, already told you, he played 14 games with the next gen. 1 goal for our midfielder that today is playing as a box-to-box. Not really a foul, but a big contrast between 2-player collision. He's on the ground. The other one was up. Jason Bourne, I'm thinking in French. I'm thinking in French. I don't know if we will receive some injury minutes or not. Because we are at the 90th minute and 27 seconds, so we are already over the normal time. I'm not French, Maria. I'm Italian, but I live in Belgium. We continue apparently to play. For how long, I don't know. It's a friendly, So I don't believe that we will go like in the World Cup with 10 minutes injury time because of the changes and the subs and so on. Also because Juve made all their subs during halftime, so I don't know how long. We continue. Anyway, we will see if Juventus will be able to score or not. Barbieri, fantastic opening here to Compagnon, but he's on the ground. Sersanti is back on the field and he's able also to recuperate that ball. Sersanti for Soulé. Soulé is opening to Ealing Jr. That's what he's doing on the left side. Ealing Jr. Attenzione going in the back to Barrenechea. Barbieri, difficult to pronounce both of them in a row. Barrenechea again. Enzo for Huijsen. Juventus on that ball. Referee is thinking to whistle, but she's thinking to give some extra seconds to Juventus. But Juventus will have to be fast if we want to win that game. Ealing Jr. There is a foul! Referee, there is a foul! She's not whistling. Rugani. Barrenechea. Huijsen. Dai Juve. Dai. Sersanti will go into the box. He saw him. On the goalkeeper. 2 minutes injury time. I don't believe. X Boto per Boto is saying I believe they gave 4 minutes. So if it's 4 minutes because I didn't see it, then we have 2 minutes to play. If not, then we will see and we will know it. I hope it's 4 minutes, so that means that Juventus can potentially do it. Let's see. Gatti controlling with the chest deep. Oh, this is why Gatti is not a starter at Juve. This is why he's not a starter at Juventus. Controlling with the chest, giving that ball back to Standard. If I play FIFA, yeah, I play FIFA 23, Maria. So subscribe to the channel, put the notification ring on so that when I'm playing live FIFA, you will be able to watch my disaster career at the moment. Even if we are not that bad, huh? Michael Tan is saying Juventus cannot win that game. Let's see. Huijsen, Barrenechea, we are playing in the back. It's 4 minutes, so 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go in that injury time. They decided to put it on. Gatti, Soulé, fantastic game of Soulé between the lines here. He's losing that ball. 3 men were a bit too much for him, but he's able to recuperate that ball. Fantastic. Die, open. We go with Fagioli. Fagioli is carrying that ball. We open on the right side with Tommaso Barbieri. Tommaso Barbieri is waiting for some support. That tackle was not great. There is a foul for Standard. He's committing the foul. Difficult for Juve. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Fino alla fine, forza Juventus. And it's over, guys. We will. It's the last one. Ealing Jr. Wait, we are already over the 4 minutes. Ealing Jr. in the back. Ooh, that's dangerous. Ealing. Able to recuperate that ball, but that was really dangerous. We continue apparently to play. I believe the referee will whistle now. And that's what she's doing. She's whistling the end of the game. So the last game of 2022 was Juventus versus Standard, with Juventus actually drawing that game. Juventus drawing the game 1-1. The first goal of the year was from Federico Chiesa. The last goal of 2022 comes from Mattias Soulé. His first goal with the first team comes on a penalty. Mattias Soulé, fantastic in that second half. Attenzione, we put away the headphones. Hey, 1-1. Beautiful performance of the young kids in that second half that really wanted and showed that they wanted to go for that win. They couldn't. They were able to recuperate the game and not accepting to lose. We see Barbieri, Ling Jr. and Sersanti speaking in the middle of the field about what they did well, what they did wrong. I see Kamis Al-Jamal that is renewing his subscription on the channel, renewing his membership for the 5th consecutive month, saying Happy New Year for all the Juventini of the world. Thank you, Kamis Jamal. Really, really, really appreciated, Kamis Jamal. Niven is saying bad game to end the bad 2022. Looking forward to the future, Beppe. This is the renewal of the membership from Rising Cross from 9 months. Well, the future looks bright. Let's see which glasses we have here. Can we say that the future looks really bright for Juventus? We can. We can. Looks like the future is looking bright, and we need to put our shades on for Juventus. Anyway, not a fantastic game. The game versus Rijeka was not a fantastic game. The game versus Standard Liège was not a fantastic game. Unfortunately, we didn't win today. Unfortunately, we conceded a goal today. Strange goal, but still a problem with scoring goals. If we are looking at the only real goal, more or less, comes from Kean versus Rijeka. The 2 ones versus Arsenal were individual mistakes from the Gunners, own goals. Today we go with a penalty. We have some things to fix. We have something to fix, to be honest. Will we analyze the game? Yes, we will do it now. We will do it now. Let me take away some of the things, because I'm watching here the players of Standard. Wait, I will listen to Soulé, his words, guys. Wait. I'm listening to the words of Soulé. And I will translate live. I am really happy for my first goal with the first team. It's a friendly, but for me it was important. And I hope to do it in Serie A in a day. It was a difficult game today. Standard played well. In the second half, we had a lot of young players, but we gave our max. We could have won the game, but I'm really happy for the goal and also for the result. And in a way, unfortunately, it's a pity for the result, because we could have won it. Everyone is giving me trust at the club, even if I'm sometimes on the bench or when I'm playing. But when I'm playing, I try to give the best. The mister is giving me trust, and he's trying to put me in different position. I'm learning a lot. I'm more and more into the team, and I start having a lot more trust in myself. I'm translating for you, guys. The World Cup for us Argentinians was incredible. I went 2 times with the national team of Argentina. I hope that one day I can play the World Cup with Argentina. That's my dream. But now, important is doing the present here at Juventus and not thinking about the future. These were the words of Mattia Soulé that I'm watching again. His penalty. Beautiful penalty on the left side. Fantastic. Mattia Soulé. Guys, I hope you enjoyed because that translation is really real time. I don't know if some people will be able to catch the interview of Soulé as fast as we did on the channel. Real life translation of the first words of Soulé after his first official friendly goal with Juventus. That goal will not count with Matthias Soulé. You will not say, hey, he scored one goal with Juventus because only the official goals are counting. But at least we saw that goal in a friendly, and he's happy. He's really happy. In Italian, everything in Italian, also super important for a player that arrived right before the pandemic in January 2020. When I opened the channel, he arrived. So it will be nearly 3 years that he's at Juventus. Matthias Soulé. Let's see, because he's talking again, guys. Wait. Another interview. He said also that while taking the penalty, he thought about the penalty that he missed with the Youth League, because it's not the first time he missed a few penalties. He said, I thought about it, but I'm super happy. I never thought when I arrived at the under-17 at Juventus that one day I would be here in the first team. So it's a big dream that is actually concreting themselves. I think that I'm showing that I deserve to play a bit more. But I'm ready. I'm ready. Even if I play 5 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever, I always want to show that I'm ready to play and to give my support to the team. Dazon is also asking about Argentina. The first thing I will do when I will see Paredes and Di Maria is, of course, saying thank you, because they offered a big dream and love to the Argentinian people after 36 years of waiting for the World Cup. So the first thing I will do for Paredes and for Di Maria is giving them a big hug and saying thank you to them. I believe that it's not the last interview of Matthias Soulé, because he's going towards all the television. First Juventus TV, now it was DAZN. Look, what was important here, in the words of Matthias Soulé, and that's what I thought, because you know that I'm following also the youth academy teams, is he missed it. He missed with the under-23 last year a penalty. Then he missed as well a penalty in the Youth League versus Benfica, if I'm not wrong. So, you know, I was thinking about it, and I was secretly hoping that it was not also a miss with the first team, this penalty that he's taking. And you know, when he spoke to DAZN now, he said, well, taking that penalty, I thought about my missed penalties of Youth League, and he did like that because he remembered them. So, you know, players, even in Youth League, when they are missing some penalties, when they are doing some mistakes, it remains in their head. So taking it, it also shows that the player wants to take some responsibilities. So I'm quite happy that he did today. Let's go to the big screen. Thank you for Nirai for the donation, saying, ever consider working as an European translator, Beppe? No, I never did. I don't know if I did it well or not, real-time translating what he said today, but it's not the first time. I did it a lot for my job, not, you know, like real translation, but I remember that some things were given in other languages and I was translating, so it's something that I already did in the past. As a real official job, I never did. also because I'm doing a lot of mistakes in the languages I speak. But anyway, thank you for your donation. And also, Michael that is saying, do your job. Translate for us, Beppe. Peter, you should be official spokesperson for Juve. I root for Soulé. Great kit. It's a message from BT. Ciao, Aldo Bonasso. Can we speak about the game now? About what we saw. Well, we saw 45 minutes with, we have to say, nearly the first team. With nearly the first team of Juventus versus Cremonese, to be honest. Let's go back and see here the starting lineup. With Szczesny in the goal. Well, neck problems, maybe he will not play versus Cremonese. Let's see how serious it is. I'm not sure about the gravity of the problem of Szczesny. But anyway, he hurt himself. Perin or Szczesny, whatever. 3 men in defense, Danilo, Bremer, and Alexandro. I have to admit that that's a good news, even if Danilo scored an own goal, deflecting that ball a bit. I saw a Danilo in form, a Bremer in form, an Alexandro in okay form. So the 3 men in defense, guys, the answer that I wanted to have today, they were there. A Juve that 20 minutes showed something that I saw in all the friendlies. High pressing, fast velocity, 1-2 touches of the balls, creativity, thinking forward. But they were able to do it 20 minutes. And then we go back to the past, what we were doing wrong in that first part of the season, before the 6 games, without the goal conceded, with 3 points every single time in Serie A. But we went back in only a fraction of the game being played by Juventus, where then we start giving that ball to Standard Liège. At more the time was going, more they started to be dangerous, with hitting the post with Balikwisha, that impressed me. Young Belgian player that really impressed me today. I didn't know him, so I was really impressed by that midfielder. So big shot, fantastic shot on the post. We were saved, but that post is not waking up Juventus. No, because we are continuing to give that ball to Standard Liège, that is continuing to win meter and meter and meter until a casual goal, because that goal is not coming from a mistake in a gameplay, forget to mark a man or whatever. Actually, it's a big casualty because it's come from a set piece that is coming from far away in the box. Danilo is on the ball. He's deflecting that ball slightly. Szczesny went out. Disaster from Szczesny going out. Then is Szczesny now from a top goalkeeper at the World Cup, saving a penalty on Messi and doing a fantastic World Cup. A bad or a flop goalkeeper? No, just that he's going out really bad. Danilo deflecting it, and it's an own goal. But it's true that Kostic, that started quite well, dropped. So if he's not able to have 45 minutes in the legs, of course I am a bit worried about, is he having 90 minutes in his leg? That's the first question. Ake, the big surprise in that first half, he played more than everyone together with Miretti. Well, Ake on the right side today didn't give the answers. The problem is that without Quadrado, without De Sciglio, without new player, because I highly doubt that Juventus will be able to have a new right back for the game of Cremonese, we have to test. We tested Soulé versus Reika, which he tried his best, but I always said it's not his position. 4-3-3, yes. 3-5-2, no. He tried Barbieri versus Arsenal, which he did really, really well. He impressed all of us. He tried Ake today for even more than 45 minutes. So the indications are going towards Ake being the starter at Juve for the game of Cremonese. Today he didn't offer beautiful things. Offensively, neither defensively. So we can't say that today Ake has been promoted as the starter. I believe that if there are no players that are healing, and if we continue with the 3-5-2, I believe that it will be or him or Barbieri, or who knows, a newness, Danilo playing that position. Can be that Allegri last minute he flips totally around and he's going with Danilo playing that side, of course not offensively but giving support there with Bremer, Alexandro and maybe Gatti. Could be a solution, Could be a solution. Peloso 3-4-3. Yes, that's what I recommend as well, but not now. It will take time to go towards that 3-4-3. Anyway, Moiskin, the usual Moiskin that we saw also versus Reika. Missing a lot. He scored 1 goal. He was offside. But missing a lot. Not really involved. I was worried about Milik more than Kean because, of course, Milik, Kean, we saw the one that he missed and probably we will criticize him more. But honestly, Arkadiusz Milik was far from being in form. Huh? So Juventus, that if we are considering the first 45 minutes, and that's the team versus Cremonese, is not ready today. It's not ready today. Then, of course, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players out of the 11 that were at the World Cup, but it's not an excuse if you know that yesterday or 2 days ago Mbappe was playing from the first minute and he played the entire game and he solved the game with a penalty. So we can't say that it's an excuse there because a lot of players from the World Cup, they came back and they were already playing. So I don't know. I don't know here. Then McKennie Ghost. Can we go with a poll? Ehab Fatih Singh, thank you for the translation, Beppe. No, it's my pleasure. Can we go with a poll? Probably yes. Go. Man of the match. We go with Soulé with a goal, of course. Other people that we want to add there. Difficult today to go with a man of the match. Dushani will not be there, guys. Soulé, man of the match. Who else can we put there? Difficult. Put me a bit of names for 4 men. We need 4 men. Bremer played well in the first half, I have to say. Bremer, I want to put Bremer there. Kostic disappeared quite fast. I wanted to put him, but he disappeared quite fast. I need some other names from you guys. Oh, Victor Cano. We'll read the message of Victor Cano in a second, but I need some other names. Soulé. Soulé is the only name. Miretti, Fagioli. Locatelli can be there as well. Locatelli didn't play bad. He disappeared as well. Let's put Fagioli. Didn't do bad, huh, Fagioli? Okay, let's go with 3 names only, guys. Soulé, Bremer, or Fagioli. And a lot of people are saying Soulé. There is only one answer. Styler Z. Soulé is the only right answer. And the people are starting to vote. Even if some people are putting Bremer as well in their votes. 30% of the people with Bremer. Barbieri, he entered really late. David Trezeguet. But David Trezeguet is always the man of the match, huh? Weston McKennie, ghost, guys. Didn't play well at all. No, he's not there. And you know what's worrying with Weston McKennie is that Weston McKennie is already his second game that he's playing because he played versus Reika 45 minutes. Thank you to Victor Cano with a crazy comment. Thank you for a donation. Really appreciate this thing. Beppe, I am told that Interpol is looking for Max Allegri for crimes against football. Thank you for a donation. Victor. Hey, guys. At the end, how many young players did play in these 3 friendlies? A lot, huh? Huijsen, guys, again, Huijsen, beautiful Huijsen today. Huijsen was great today. Barbieri is showing a lot of qualities on that right side, huh? A lot of qualities. I like Barbieri. If I have to go with the youngsters of the 3 friendlies, probably I would go with Riccio. 2-on-3, but great. Barbieri was doing well. Barrenechea totally flopped Arsenal game, but the last 2 games he played well, even if sometimes he's committing still again some mistakes. Miretti, even if it's not a young player anymore, he's a first team player, but Miretti in his original role, and that's why also he received more minutes, played really well today. I would not say man of the match. He's hitting the post, still unlucky. 2022 will not be the year where he scored his first goal with the first team, but he's going closer and closer and closer. Today he hit the post on a beautiful chip. I believe he was offside, but it was not called offside because it was a post anyway. And then the ball went out. Anyway, questions for you. Beppe, your honest opinion about Ealing. Well, I said my honest opinion during the game, but people, they don't listen to me. I saw Ealing Jr. arriving with the young team from Chelsea. And what I know about Ealing Jr. in his experience with the youth academy of Juventus, under 19 and next gen, is that it's a player that is mixing great performance with anonymous performances, missing a bit of continuity in performances in a game, but also especially between a few games. Okay? Well, when he arrived in the first team, of course, he impressed me because 47 minutes split between different games. Let's go to Ealing Jr. Wait, I will tell you the games that he played with the first team. Ealing Jr. Samuel Ealing Jr. this season, current season. So, if you are looking, he played 2 games in Serie A, 1 game in Champions League. That's 3 games, okay? In Champions League, he played 20 minutes, and in total, in the 2 games of Serie A, he played 23 minutes. So, it's not even 47. I was wrong, it's 43 minutes. He impressed me a lot, because he enters, bam, bim, bam, 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 bam. But a lot of people, they went with Ealing Jr. is the new Messi, the new Pele, the new Ronaldo, the new whatever you want. And I said calma, because one thing is entering games, Lecce, Benfica, with one role is dribble and think only about the offensive side, dribble, go with a cross, with an assist or whatever, and the other one is starting a game in Serie A, in Champions League. And that's why I said calma. I don't want to take away of what Ealing Jr. did. I'm happy that he's winning his confirmation with the first team, that he extended his contract, but calma, because when you are playing an entire game, or at least 45 minutes, you have to pay attention not only about going without caring about what's happening next. No, you have to pay attention to the 2 roles, which Kostic, that for me is the starter of Juventus. Ealing is a player that you take out of your pocket, you launch, and he's changing you the game. Then he needs to grow. He needs to learn. Am I doubting that he can become a starter at Juventus? No, he has the qualities. He has the speed, he has the skills, he has the technique. But tranquilli, calma. Don't exaggerate too much. And that's what I'm saying. So give him time. And now the problem is that we are doing the same mistakes. With Miretti, fantastic, it's the new one, it's the Messiah. And then Miretti is not good anymore. And we don't like it. Overrated player. Ealing Jr., fantastic, we will buy the shirt of Ealing Jr., is the new one, blah, 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 blah. And now, because of 2 friendlies, after an injury, because people, they forget, after an injury, is not good anymore. So, that's my honest opinion about Ealing. I believe that as every young player, he needs time to confirm himself. And we, as supporters, we have to find a balance between praising a player and not immediately making them legend and asking for a 51st or 51 star around the stadium. Calma. That's what I believe. These friendlies were purposely to try young players, especially since our squad is incomplete and have no finances to buy new players in January. It's not that there is no finances to buy new players, Roberto. I told it in my video, we have a budget of 15-20 million that can potentially increase if Juventus is able to sell players, because if you are able to sell some players, then of course you will have more money and you can go on the market for some players. Some people are speaking like Gazzetta about a possible offer for McAllister in that middle of the field, which is a beautiful opportunity, but I believe a bit too late, because now we are riding on surfing on the wave of the World Cup with McAllister. But it's true that he's doing not only well with Argentina in that World Cup, but he was already starting to perform really well with Brighton. Of course, it was a bit more anonymous and the price was around 15-20. Now it doubled, if not tripled, the value of the player, which I believe that you have to go for a right foot player on that right wing for different possibilities or for different things, because we have nobody. The only one that played game in, game out was Cuadrado, that now is injured and is not able to recuperate with this problem at his knee. But I have to remind a lot of people that why is he injured? Because he sacrificed his son for the team. He was not supposed to play versus Lazio, and he did. Also, why? Because Colombia was not at the World Cup, but he played all the games, and the only thing that we found to do was to criticize Cuadrado. The performances were not great, but there is also, and there is always a why Cuadrado was not performing. But the problem is that he will not be renewed, and that's a correct decision of the club, I believe. The problem with the Cuadrado, of course, is that today on the right side we have neither Cuadrado, neither De Sciglio. Big mistake of Juventus to renew him. Neither nobody. Soulé, we discovered that it's not his role. So you have to go, and I believe the priority is the right wing. That's really the priority. That's really the priority, especially if we continue to play with a 3-5-2. Man of the match for Soulé. Grande. Let me just check 1 second, guys, because my wife went out and I just check if she is back or not. Give me 1 second. Guys, 1 second. My wife, because I was live, so she went for some shopping, guys. Look, she went for some shopping, my wife. You see, that's the problem when I'm doing live. She goes shopping, and that's really a danger. Disaster. Anyway, it is what it is. Guys, that's why she's happy when I'm doing live. She said, go. I said, is it okay for me to do a live because it's 2:30 European time? Is it okay? Yes or no? Yes, do. I will go for a walk. She said for a walk. A walk. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. G just broke. Indeed, Aldo. Disaster. Florian! Hey, guys and girls. I didn't watch the game. Sadly, how was the game? The result is not great, but at least did we show quality on the pitch? Well, Florian, we just made the recap of the game. Again, in a few words, 20 minutes with the starting Juve, or at least the one that should be at 90%, the one that will start versus Cremonese. 20 minutes of beautiful Juventus, high pressing, velocity, 1-2 touches, ideas, which was okay. And then totally not. We went out of the game. We conceded a stupid goal that is not an individual mistake, or a team mistake. It's more like it happened. And then the 45 minutes in the second half were a total change with 9 players that were changed from Juve, with some guys, young guys that showed some grinta. They wanted to come back. First official goal of Mattia Soulé, official friendly goal, on a penalty, which was nice, but a bit confused. This team, or at least the second half team, is not ready to play in Serie A. With some exceptions that you can take and isolate one player and add him to the first team, why not? Everything can happen on a walk. G just bankrupt. Beppe, we signed Pogba, who is not a footballer anymore, it seems. But I don't understand, guys. I don't understand the controversy about Pogba. I really don't understand he's injured. What do we expect from a player that is injured? He's injured. He made a really bad choice because he wanted to come faster. He took a bad decision, and can we be pissed off because he took a bad decision? Who never took a bad decision? The problem, of course, is that we are supporters and we want to see Pogba on the field, and I'm pissed off. Now, going with he's not a player anymore, and we never seen him, and we don't want him to post on social media because he needs to be on the field 24/7 and he should be playing with his phone like that. That is proving us that he's training. I think it's a bit exaggerated. Anyway, it is what it is. Guys, I will probably do a video a bit later to explain the game, or at least what I saw. But I'm really happy for Soulé. I'm happy for the young kids. Happy that we didn't lose. Was I expecting a bit more? Yeah, in the first half. I was expecting a bit more in the first half, especially from some players like Weston McKennie. But not only him, but McKennie, Milik. Milik made me a bit worried today. Not because of what he did, but unfortunately what he didn't do. Beppe, last time he played was April. Attention. Yeah, of course. With Manchester United. I know. But I don't care. I want to judge him from the moment that some doctors are telling me he's ready to play. And then if he plays well, I will say fantastic. If he plays bad, I will say he plays bad. Now, in the meanwhile, as long as he's not ready to play, what do you want me to say? You can't go with your family to the mountains. I don't care. I really don't care. We will know versus Cremonese if we will fight to retain the third spot in Serie A. I don't know if it will be versus Cremonese, but one thing is sure, the 3 games of Juventus in January, the 3 first game, Cremonese, Udinese at home, so Cremonese away, Udinese at home and Napoli away, are crucial. And attention, because then we play Atalanta and again Monza, where we lost. So January will be fundamental for Juventus to understand what Juventus wants to do and what is able to do and how we start back. Ragazzi, that was it for me. A beautiful watch along, beautiful live. I enjoyed it. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for the maximum of likes. Thank you for all the new people that joined. We just passed 300 likes on the channel, which is fantastic. And we have 23,132 Juventini. It's like 100 new Juventini that came on the channel, which makes me really, really happy. This one, the last watch along for 2022. The next one will be on Juventus Twitch channel, the same as we do today. So hopefully I can also see you there, because it will be quite nice. Ciao Roberto, we will see each other. So I'm not wishing Happy New Year, because tomorrow there will be a video as usual, and probably later today as well. Grazie, forza, Juve. Ciao ragazzi, ciao a tutti, ciao.